No way. You actually enjoy hitting that?
I know, right?
Nah,
Weird how that works.
Like, let's be real.
I don't believe you.
All right.
Liar, liar.
It's okay. So everything's functioning. Everything's working. The light's good. I got my 2 different colored drinks over here. And I got my recap from last session.
Yeah.
So basically, there were exploding people, and you guys went to sleep. All right. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say, wow, that was happy fast.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
All right.
Hey, don't forget the remembrance drink.
The party, arriving at Winterleaf, orders beverages and begins talking with different patrons at the bar. Lavender adopts Nixie, a gnome bard that basically ran away from home. Char recruits Sister Maribel, a life cleric of Eldath, who says she's looking for a cure to a plague spread amongst her home kingdom of Hayuda. And now we have an updated map in the thing. Let's see, and then they also have a conversation with a dwarf named Egon Burrowforge, who laments the escalating situation within Lockhorns, rising up of various criminal factions because of the impending war between Stonecall and Rashali. Tavern owner, a rather flirtatious satyr named Velvet, flirts shamelessly with Char until Creed offers to take one for the team. And meanwhile, Captain Arundel sits nearby. After some time, a few tieflings, all named Noble, walk in carrying a large crate. Contained within is a large platinum bottle that is wrapped by a bronze dragon. Egon, immediately recognizing this bottle, offers to purchase the entire thing at double the cost that Velvet paid for it. Velvet declines and says it's for everyone to share. The drink called Reflection causes people to reflect over the good parts of their life and have extreme confidence. Creed manages to convince Lavender, who initially tried the drink, to let him have a shot. Corthina goes upstairs at this point with Lavender not too far behind. Then some evil-looking dudes decide to enter into the tavern and become a buzzkill. And the drow begins to cast a spell. The party springs into action to stop them after a fierce battle where each of the attackers exploded. Sister Maribel passes out, and Char takes the dropped items from the attackers and takes Sister Maribel up to his room. The party decides to rest for the night, and Theodmer stands watch for most of the night before Egon and Captain Arundel relieve him. Theodmer then goes up to watch Char in his room. And that is where we're starting. So... Wait. Yeah, okay, whatever, Toast. I see what you wrote.
What have you done?
Hey, all
What
I'm
have you
saying,
done, boy?
that seems like a valid.
Oh, okay. Sure. Whatever you say, buddy boy. Alright, so you guys wake up in the morning. And Lavender, you will be the first to notice that Corthina is not there. And neither are the boxes.
Wait a minute. So, Lavender would have only slept the first 4 hours. Does she just wake up with like them gone?
I'm retconning it in such a way where they were gone while you were asleep.
Is Nixie there?
Nixie's still there.
Lavender's going to shake Nixie awake and just go, "Hey, did you see what happened?"
No.
Shit, sorry, Nixie, for waking you up. We can go back to sleep. I gotta get the others.
Okay,
Lavender's.
I'm hitting the start session button here. Let me go ahead and select everyone and make you all visible again.
Uh-oh.
Woo.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So where are you going first?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get into it.
All right. Well,
1 sec.
Char, I'm gonna say you wake up and you see Theodmer standing above you.
Hi, Theodmer. I didn't know you were up here with me.
Oh, I wasn't until a few hours ago.
Oh, has everything been okay?
I suppose so. I haven't really been checking if everything's been okay. I've over easy keeping watch. However, I believe he's a little obsessed with Velvet, so he might not be doing so.
I see.
Well, I had an important question that couldn't wait.
Hmm.
Char, are we friends?
I would think so. I mean, we fought in battles together.
Excellent, excellent.
That's a strange question to ask.
Well, it'd be appropriate to ask if we were friends before I call you my friend.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think if you feel like we're friends, then I probably feel like we're friends. So
Excellent, excellent. I will not turn your corpse into a undead when you die.
I mean, it would be nice to keep doing good, even when I'm gone.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. That's what I'm doing.
Wait a second, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Lavender's just going to go. Sorry, I switched my mic. I hope this is all right.
Yeah.
Lavender's just going to go the Char's room first. This is like 4 hours after they went to bed, so she's just going to knock on the door immediately.
Hi, Miss Lavender. Is there a reason you're here?
Oh, what's his name still be here?
Yeah, Theodmar's in the room.
Yeah. Thomir, what are you doing, Thomir? Oh, should I leave? Is this an opportune moment?
Oh, yes, we are talking about very private information. However, I'd like to ask you the same question.
Well, you'll have to save the question for later. Gorthina's gone and sewer the boxes.
Like the boxes?
Oh, that rascal.
Did she like run off with them, or are we thinking like she's taken, or?
Well, the mimic's not here, and I don't know. It's nothing good. But it happened while I was asleep, and so was Nixie, and she's asleep again now, so I don't want to wake her, so let's get this done fit quickly. Also, do you think we should get Creed? Because... Okay, quick question for Creed. Would they still be going at it 4 hours later?
Creed, I need you to make a constitution, you know what? A performance check for me real quick.
Can I beg for a constitution instead?
Nope, I'm changing it to performance.
Oh fuck. Okay,
You know what? If the performance is high enough, I will let you roll constitution and then you'll roll performance again.
Okay.
For round 2.
Alright, come on. Round 2, 11.
You know what? That's good enough. Make a constitution check.
Alright, constitution check. Fuck, that was close to an 18. Alright, 6.
You promised her round 2 and you couldn't perform.
He was a one-hitter quitter.
One-shot home.
One-hitter quitter.
Alright, so I'm guessing that means he's asleep by then.
I don't know about that, but yes.
But
He's resting.
Lavender's going to be banging on the door.
Over easy is standing directly outside the door.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Okay. Creed's gonna, like, he's gonna, like, get his pants on and he's gonna, like, answer the door. Just, what?
The boxes are missing, so is Gorthina. Get ready, get up.
Are you Velvet, I am so sorry. Okay. He's gonna step outside and then realize, fuck, hang on, I need to get the rest of my clothes. Just...
There are tears coming down over Easy's face.
It would have been funny if he just walked out full, like, bare ass balls to the wall.
Yeah, just shameless. No. Now, Creed very hastily gets himself... Yeah, Creed very hastily gets himself ready, and as he's walking out, just... Alright, Lavender, you go get Gloom, I'm gonna go check outside.
Yeah, alright. And Lavender's going to go to Gloom's door and try to knock as quietly as she can, as she's been trying to do. Like,
So
gets
you
quiet
just
enough to wake.
So you bang on Creed's door, and then on Gloom just...
Yeah. Lavender's like,
Hello?
I don't like the sounds, but I need it.
Hello?
And Lavender turns to Gloom and just goes, the treasure's missing. Oh, and in case you're
What?
wondering, so is Gorthina.
What?
Come with me.
Wait, do I still have my red ruby or no? I thought I was holding on to it.
No, all of
the
the
rest of the treasure.
artifacts were taken and put in the room.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
And
Charles,
Lavender is just going to return to the room with where Nixie is.
Okay. So you guys are all gathered. Are you guys just upstairs, all gathered in the room?
Question: is Nixie back asleep or not?
I imagine Nixie went back to sleep. She has not had like a good night's rest for a while.
Lavender's going to do two things. She's going to do an investigation check to see what's happening, but at the same time, she is going to try to like tuck Nixie in and get her more comfortable,
Okay.
despite everyone crowding the room.
All right. So roll investigation.
13.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anything is out of place. It doesn't seem like anything is was
Can
smuggled.
I make an
It's just
investigation?
sure. You can make an
I would've
investigation.
followed her. Okay. +5, come on. I don't know what that is, I can't see. Oh.
Like, you basically see the same thing. Nothing appears out of place. It seems as though Corthina took the boxes.
I knew we shouldn't have trusted her.
Creed went outside.
Oh, did
We
you?
had
Okay, so
horses.
if you went downstairs, just saying, if you went downstairs, Egon would have stopped you and said, "Ah, I see you're awake."
Yeah. Sorry, don't have time to chat.
If you're hopping over the bar, but I'm just letting you know your friend is coming back. Don't worry.
The hell do you mean she's coming?
She said something about turning it into authorities or whatever. I don't know.
Turning it into a door?
Taking it
Let's
to
get it inside.
somebody.
Oh no. I see
Creed's-
where this is
Creed's get it
going.
inside.
Fuck you, DM. Fuck you, DM. This is perfect. I knew it. I know where this is going.
Where's
How
the?
Actually-
long ago did she leave?
Oh, like an hour or two ago.
Shit. Okay. Where is the nearest authority? Quote
Oh,
unquote.
she said something about going to Stone Call.
Oh, that mother.
No, she'll be right back. Just get back over here.
How is that?
Char-
You
right
horny
back? It took
little,
us
you horny little devil. Get back over here and plant your ass down.
I'll
Yeah.
trust him.
And he's gonna slide. And he's gonna slide. And he's gonna slide you a cup, and you can see that at the bottom of the cup is little bit of reflection.
Oh. No.
Creed.
I can't. Oh.
Can I
need focus.
cast?
Do we remember what the boxes were made out of?
I'd imagine wood. Maybe metal.
What?
Either way. Okay. Fuck. Okay.
We can do this. Char is going to remember because he was going to remember the box he had, and Char's going to cast locate object.
Okay,
It's within 1,000 feet.
it's not in range.
She's gone. Creed, she's gone. We lost it.
I know. Let me check outside. I'll be coming back for that drink.
She's.
Maybe.
You won't find trace of them anywhere.
Why the fuck not?
Did you not even get to try to get to know Captain Arundel?
No, I was kind of busy fighting shit and not dying.
Well, they decided to take his ship to Stonecall. They will be back. Sit your ass down and calm down. Get some breakfast or something, or go back to bed.
Can I hurt this person?
You could. I mean, if you want
I
to try
say
to
out
hurt
loud.
Egon.
You're fucking with me. No, there's. No.
Corthina, do you have a Rocky Talkie by chance?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, never mind.
Hold up. Do I have message? How far is messaging good?
I think it's only like 120 feet.
It's 120 feet.
Mother fucker. Without consulting any.
Lavender's just sitting upstairs with Nixie doing nothing. Like she does think to do one thing. She goes over to the spot where the boxes should be and like stretches out her arm and is like thinking to herself, "I hope they're just not invisible and I didn't create a huge spice over nothing."
All right.
Are they there?
Are you just like setting your hand down?
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing there. You don't feel anything.
Oh, I thought you were putting up something. Okay, so Lavender thinks to herself, well, I'm not exactly the tracker, and I don't think I can contribute much to this. I'll just relax for a bit, and she just kind of lays down. Like with her hand on her sword, just waiting.
Well, since we don't have many other options,
Yeah.
would you have some sort of nearby graveyard?
A nearby graveyard. You understand that I'm not the person to ask about that, right?
Why not?
He's gonna gesture towards himself. He's very much a dwarf. And he's from Lockhorn.
Well then. You have a map of the nearby area? You're a merchant, no?
Well, there might be a graveyard nearby, or you might find the gilded remains of the dead. There are beasts that hunt this forest late at night. That's why you probably shouldn't leave. If you can avoid it, especially with your pants half done, missing a shirt.
Hey. I have my... Do I not have my... Oh, shit. The heck?
I don't think Creed only put his pants on. What the hell, dude?
Oh, my friend.
Listen,
I believe
he saw
he had
his-
his phone on.
Does he have dad bod? Like, is he ripped? That's what I want to know.
No, he's
He's somewhere in the awkward
That's
middle.
what I was wondering. I'm like, I need a descriptor here, but
He's got the male fupa.
Listen, in the party, I think he's, other than Theodmar, the weakest, with an average 10 in strength. He's not at all a physical specimen.
you can be ripped but not strong at all, dude.
So you're
Just
only
saying.
weaker, you're only stronger than a dude without muscles.
Yeah. Literally, yeah.
So is he just like a twiggly guy then? Like I
He's
need to.
lean.
Oh,
I
okay.
imagine he's definitely lean. Alright, but either way. Okay, so she's only an hour ahead. There's no way she got to a boat and boarded and left shore within the hour.
I suppose it depends on what kind of boat you're taking.
Oh, I
I
will
suppose
point out. I think Lavender would have said like she was asleep for 4 hours. Wait.
Erkan just said she left like an hour ago.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I missed that.
No,
We don't
okay.
listen to dwarves, it's okay.
Do
You guys
we still have
hang
our
out.
horses?
That's what I was going outside to check before Egon keeps yelling at me. Do we still have our horses? I imagine
All
at
of the
least one is
horses,
missing.
no, all of the horses are there.
All of them.
All of them.
We get
Oh,
on the
well, then,
horse. We can make the amount of time she took to travel for an hour in less. Right?
absolutely.
I highly doubt you're going to outrun the Silver Zephyr.
That's if they even got to it yet. It took us like 2
Oh, they
days to get
did.
here.
I saw it leave. It made quite a ruckus, too. I can't believe it didn't wake you guys.
It's a sheep on land. That doesn't make... Oh, no. Oh, it flies, doesn't it?
And he's gonna nod and then take another sip of remembrance.
Ah, mother. He's gonna, like, rub his head in his hands. Theodnar, do me a favor.
Yes, my friend.
Make sure... Drink that remembrance for me, because otherwise I'm gonna immediately crack. Or hide it or
Bodmer
something.
is going to instead use Wither Chill, so he just completely just breaks the glass and freezes the drink. I think that's fine.
Oh, you could. Oh, that's just a waste. Oh, at least give it to like Lavender or Gloom or Char.
It's far too late for all of you to be drinking. This one is just an alcoholic. He points at the dwarf. I forgot his name.
Egon.
Egon,
Yeah.
you can call me an alcoholic if you wish, but I don't wish to waste such fine drink.
That's what I was saying. I was saying give it to someone else and then he froze it.
I mean, I have some of the leftover bottle.
Tar?
You do?
No. Tar.
The bottle of it is down here. It is sitting right here, and there is an empty glass sitting next to the bottle.
Chug it.
Actually, hang on. That is a good question, Jar. Out of sheer curiosity, and you don't have to answer if you don't. You took a drink last night, right? What did you remember? Again, if I may ask.
I remembered my time I spent at the Church of Lathander when I was a lot younger. Only the good parts, though.
Only the good parts. You know, now that I think about it, I don't really know, like, anything about you. Like, obviously you're a cleric, you're brought up in the church like me, but, like, I really don't know much about you.
There's not a lot about me. I'm just a tiefling boy who wants to help people.
Insight? Question mark?
I don't think he's trying to lie to you, but you can.
Yeah, I'm insane that too. I have a passive 19. Is he lying?
Look, he's not trying. He's not trying to lie to you. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's pretty truthful, you know, for as vague as it is. Yeah, it's pretty truthful.
Just don't put a paper and a pen in front of him. He'll sign it.
I'm sorry. Can't get over glue. Just insight. She's just.
you're lying.
It just sounds like a lie to me.
I'll be honest, it does kind like.
Boy. Like,
I will say, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, liar.
Yeah.
Liar, liar, plans for hire.
While
He's
y'all were
going
talking, Omelet already put away the glass.
Oh.
The empty glass?
No, the bottle.
Oh, he put the bottle of it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Egon, do you know when Corthina should be back?
I guess it depends on how fast she decides to make her business. I imagine you should probably just go back to bed.
Oh.
are we really just gonna do what this guy says? I mean,
You don't have to do what I say, but if you don't want to be tired in the morning, you might want to just go back to bed.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunately kind of a lost cause. Cortina, I wish you had at least told me.
I mean, there's one thing we can do.
Talk
Yeah.
about our feelings.
I mean, we
Oh, I'm
can
down for that
do
one.
that. I was gonna say, I found these 4 items from the people that attacked us. We could try to figure out what they do.
Did I
like
put
that
did I
idea.
put those in chat
Uh,
yet? Or
Yeah,
no?
you put them in chat.
Did I put them in chat? Good.
Yeah. So, did someone pick up the bottle of remembrance?
think so.
No,
I thought-
no. Yeah, Theodmer put
Omelet has
it
it.
away.
Omelet has
Oh, Theodmer threw it away?
No, he put it away. He
Omelet
didn't.
has it.
He didn't throw it away.
He has it.
He has it.
Okay. I was just wondering who had it.
So
No, yeah, I'm totally down to figure all that out. I'm already up. I have a tough time falling back asleep, so.
Let us all have a heart by heart, as the kids say.
Yep. Why not? Should I go gather Gloom and Lavender or just let them sleep?
I'm right here.
Oh shit. God.
Jesus.
Gloom?
What did you get
You're too damn sneaky for your own good, you know that?
No.
She is
I
terrifying,
think I'm
yes.
thinking it up.
I swear, you just appeared to I'm watching these stairs. When did you get down here?
Like a couple minutes ago, I thought I literally just said something to you. I thought. I don't know.
Yeah, she was inciting people.
You just instantly forgot. That's part of her sneaking. She sneaks out of your mind.
Yeah, dude, she's just that good.
But you should go get Lavender. I want to hear what she has to say.
Alright. You know, I need to go that way anyway. I still need to get my shirt.
Also, Theodmer, you're scared of me? Is that
Yes, you are
scary?
quite terrifying.
Oh. Thank you.
However,
Yeah,
I would like
crazy.
to ask you an important question.
Me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Are we friends?
Sure.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, my friends, I do have something important to tell you. Amit says the bottle is quite empty, and unless Creed chugged it at some point, it seems it was drinking out of while we were preoccupied.
Yon, did you drink all of it?
Oh, absolutely not. I was given some, but I only drank some.
Do you
Wait,
think?
Theodmer, weren't you down here the whole time? You should have seen.
No, no. I was standing on over Char for a few hours.
Oh.
Egon, did you see who else drank out of it?
I made a promise. That is all I will say.
You're a
Yes,
merchant.
100%
You're not an
Cortina.
honest man. It's okay.
In this particular case, I am going to remain true to my word. Now, off to bed with you. Shoo shoo.
Are we going to bed? Theodmer?
I don't know.
Should we just bundle up into a room and see what these items do?
We could do that. I don't really want to go to sleep till I know Cortina's back because she has some explaining to do if she took all those boxes.
I can leave Omla and Over Easy out on a lookout, and once they are back, I can wake all of you up.
Well, I guess are you looking at the? Are you going to be taking a looking a gander at the items in question?
I mean, if everybody wants to, I don't know how much we can gander at it.
I mean,
I think
if you guys,
probably just
because there is stuff that you can glean information from. So
okay.
it's just a matter of are you going to or not.
I mean, Char's down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have trouble falling asleep anyways, so.
Lavender's just asleep upstairs.
Okay, so I'm just going to very quietly close the door.
Lavender just shoots up right, like, you know, like, just straight up, like, in Michael Myers look. Just straight up, like, lower half still down, just like an L. Looks straight at you. Blinks.
Oh, I just
And goes-
realized we did
and
set
goes back
that
to bed.
over. We did say that Over Easy was standing in the hallway the whole time.
Yep.
Would he have noticed anything coming, like Cortina coming out of the room or anything?
Nope. He was
That's
far
alright.
too obsessed with, you know, the goings on with his wife.
Yeah, across the hall.
No, he was staring at your door the whole time. So
Okay, Lavender, I know what this looks like. I'm just gonna keep closing the.
Lavender just kind of raises her eyebrow and goes, "What does this look like? I don't. What?"
Shh, nothing at all. Click.
Lavender just lies straight back down. She's not even going to think about it.
Nothing. Fuck. Alright. Who's gonna link back up? Terrifying experience. Let's go look at these magic items.
Char's just gonna pull out the 4 items they found.
Yes. I did give you a description of each of the items, yes?
Yeah. Oh, well, I have a light. I wrote like a light abridgment
Okay.
of what I got from it. It's like I have a pendant with like a scythe on it, a gold ring with a red gemstone, a coin that looks like it has no sides, but if you flip it, it has a face, and a set of beads that are kind of like in a necklace.
May I do an Arcana check?
Sure. On which
I'll
one?
also do an Arcana check.
I'll do on the coin actually.
Okay.
Char will try to make one on the pendant.
Okay.
That's a 21.
And
All right. So the coin is magical. You did it.
Arcana. Okay,
I'm
well,
flipping it.
I got a 9.
On the pendant,
On the pendant, yes.
it does not seem to be magical. The coin seems as though it's used for the purposes of deception.
Or I'll trade you. That pendant looks quite nice. I'd like to give it to my wife one day when I see her again.
Oh, sure. I mean, I thought that's a weird thing to give to your wife, but cool.
A pendant? Pendant is great.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with the pendant?
I'll do another Arcana check. Fuck, why not?
Okay.
Oh, that's a 14.
It doesn't seem magical in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I just pocket it.
Or when he receives the coin, he's just gonna like flip it, just catch it.
Okay. And what are you guessing it's going to be?
Heads, why not?
Okay. You lift your hand. It's heads.
Char's gonna flip it again.
Okay.
Gonna guess tails.
Okay. It's tails.
I'm not saying we should use this for any ill practices, but it would be very practical if we
I
find
think that's
any.
exactly what you're saying. That we should.
What I'm thinking, however, is that we should use it that way.
I'm not thinking that, but if that's the way you guys think, then by all means, go right on ahead.
I'm not even gonna try to argue this. This is some criminal mischief, and I've been arrested for far worse, so I'm alright with it.
You've been arrested?
Only once.
Doing what?
Trespassing.
Tomfoolery?
That too.
Do you guys want to look at the other artifacts?
Yeah. I
mean,
forget what else there was.
There's beads and a ring.
Can I investigate the ring?
Sure.
Does it look expensive?
It looks like it has quite a bit of gold value.
I'll do the other one.
You can roll investigation to see how much it might be worth.
I got a 13. I don't know. Can you see it or no?
It did not show up on my side. But you get make sure you're setting the roll to public.
I think it was on. Let me try reloading.
But you get the idea that the ring has like it's got some decent value. You can guess it's worth at least over 500 gold.
That?
No.
I just got a natural 20.
Try logging out and logging back in.
Oh no, okay, I refreshed my
The classic.
page and now I'm able to see it. The last two
Okay.
rolls actually.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I see it too.
I will also look for it.
Yep, there it is. I see it. Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened the way it did, but
Don't even worry about it.
anyway,
These rosary beads, or just regular beads, whatever they are. You able to get anything out of that, Diotmar?
Oh yes, let me give it a quick gander. That is a 27.
all right. It seems as though with these particular beads, it smells faintly of smoke and burnt incense. It does have magical properties to it. It seems as though that might have to do with reincarnation of some sort.
Well, I have a theory that might have something to do with reincarnation. However, I do believe the previous user might have been a smoker, so they might have reincarnated themselves after they died.
I see.
And what about the ring? Is there anything magical about it?
Oh, let me give it another gander. 18.
It seems as though the ring can be used for offensive purposes.
Huh?
It might,
Definitely
it might contain a spell of some sort.
I believe it might contain a spell. Would it be okay if I tried to use
activate
that
it.
spell?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I'm
put
gonna
on the
follow
ring
What
up.
did
and
I read?
What?
Wait, maybe we should do this outside.
Oh,
No,
certainly.
no. This is private.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna... Kurt's gonna, like, awkwardly kind of, like, step outside the door and kind of, like, hug the door frame.
Or just gonna like stand right next to the window.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like put on like a Green Lantern ring and just try to shoot a wall.
You're just shooting a wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Like that. Gloom, get behind me.
No.
The fuck you mean?
let's see. Let me.
It explodes.
Well, nothing happens because you're not actually using it.
Oh, can I use it then?
No, you got to know what spell it has contained within.
Oh. Do I do another Arcana check to see what's in it, or
You can
Maybe just
look.
gotta cast Identify.
You have to use Identify.
I'm gonna identify? Right now, at least. Oh wait, I might be in my. Hold on, let me see if it's my spell book.
Alright,
My friends, I think we should have a quick long rest.
knock yourself out, bud. I'm gonna stare at the ceiling.
Yeah,
Wait, I technically I rested for 4 hours. Can I use my long rest and just throw in identify real quick?
Sure, you can use Identify.
All right. Use identify.
Do you have a pearl?
Oh fuck! I actually need the component. Let me see.
Are you looking for something, Theodmer?
I need a pearl to identify this, and he's like looking through his bag.
One of my fallen comrades had a pearl. Perhaps you can use it.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I take the pearl. I'd like to cast identify.
All right. Well, you learn that this is called a Scorched Ember Ring, and once per long rest, you can cast Hellish Rebuke. You also have resistance to environmental cold damage.
Oh.
But not magical cold.
Well, this thing will keep you nice and bundled up, and you can get revenge on your enemies with Hellish Rebuke.
Can you just do that to, like, the rest of the stuff we spent the last, like, 40 minutes looking at?
Does it? Wait, I don't know. Does it consume the pearl when I use it? I don't remember.
No, it does not.
It does not.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna fucking use some of the others.
Does it use up your spell slots?
It does, but I have 4 of them.
Okay, and there's 4 items. Great.
No.
Perfect. So you're using it on
is a
the
ritual.
Okay. So you're using it on the beads. It says while worn grants advantage on stealth checks made in dim light or darkness, and once per long rest, when reduced to 0 HP, the wearer instead drops to 1 HP and becomes invisible until the end of their next turn, or until they attack and cast a spell.
Gloom, you're gonna like this, and I toss it over to Gloom.
Oh, what did you give me?
Bling. As the
What
kids
the-
say.
Yes.
What does it do again?
All right, it's working.
I already forgot.
Can I get like a copy paste of that?
All I heard was invisible.
Oh. It makes you a bit more stealthy in the darkness and dimmer lights, and then it brings you back up if you fall unconscious.
Okay.
Well, I already kind of have a thing that does that, so maybe someone else should have it.
Oh.
I'll take it. I wanted my rosary beads. Reminds me of home.
Okay.
You kind of die a lot.
Then
too,
you
so.
got the obsidian coin of no
Could
nation.
Lavender reserve this scorched ember ring, even though she's asleep?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then on the pendant itself, it has no magical properties. But does the identify spell allow you to learn the mechanical nature of something?
Oh, you just one object. Blah, 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 if it is magic or some other magic properties. Um.
Like if it serves a purpose that's not magical.
Okay, so it seems like it's mostly magic related. However, if it was created by a spell or by a spell source, it would tell me that.
You wouldn't find anything out in regards to that.
Okay, yeah, no.
So it's if it says like you can learn the function of a specific item, then yeah, I'd tell you what it is.
It's
but
really just magic items.
okay, well in this case you don't know anything about this thing, about the pendant.
Oh, I just realized. I like to touch Creed and use
Arden?
identify on him. So I'm just gonna put my hand on like his chin or something and cast identify. And this is gonna tell me I can learn any spells, which I assume also implies curses that are currently affecting it.
I'm going to say that the spell fails.
Damn it! Well, it was worth a shot.
What, stroking my beard? The fuck was that, the oddmod?
You should have.
Mrs. Seven here.
What you needed to try was a gentle caress of the inner thigh. That was the correct answer.
Daughter just shrugs and says, "I'm just trying to see if there was anything cursing you,
Oh, there's a lot of things cursing me.
other than just people around you."
Yeah. Well, sometimes animals, I feel like, on particularly bad days.
Well, you do hunt them down.
They hunt me down. It's nature. Fuck it, whatever.
Sorry, I was never much of an outdoorsy man, so I don't know how that works.
Eh. Honestly, I kind of envy that.
Theodmer, do you maybe want to identify Valen's armor?
Sure, why not? And I would like to cast Identify on Valen's armor.
On whose armor?
Valen's armor?
Yeah, didn't we take it off Valen? And I forget who had
Oh.
it. Was it Char?
Oh yeah, that's right. Valen.
It's like,
All right. I gotta find his sheet now, but like.
All I remember was something crazy like +3 plate armor. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I remember it being kind of like.
3 would make it a legendary. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, I was trying to say like, damn, dude, that's a good ass find.
Okay. Let me go ahead and it is enchanted armor of dream steel. So let me get the actual stat block behind that, but it's basically mithril. It's like mithril plate armor, but without the what's the dexterity punishment for it?
That's insane.
That's really fucking good. That's really fucking good.
I mean, you guys weren't supposed to get it.
That's crazy work.
So, yeah.
Quite impressive.
Oh yeah, see, I told you, Gloom. You made the right call getting back up.
Yeah. By the way, Theodmer, before you give that pendant to your wife or something, can I look at it?
Oh, yes, of course. And he hands it to Gloom.
Thank you. Can I investigate it? Try pressing it? I don't know.
For what? For which item?
The pendant, the scythe one.
Oh, you're investigating it.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Come on.
Can Creed guidance that to get D4 on
Sure,
top?
but I mean, she succeeded. But sure, if you want to guidance that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Double succeed. More success.
17.
Got a
Yeah.
+1. You are able to fidget with it, and you see that the scythe moves in such a way it seems as though it's hiding something under, like, within the actual frame of this pendant.
Can I just try and see what it's hiding?
You see a very rolled up scroll, like it's like super tightly rolled up.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
I want to read it.
Okay.
Or undo it and read it.
Read it, but maybe not read it out loud.
Okay. I am pretty sure you are unable to read it. It looks like absolute gibberish to you.
Guys, I can't read it.
Oh,
One of you?
yeah. Let me take a look.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look over his
I
shoulder.
think-
try to read it too.
I think, Creed, you're the only one that reads Infernal, right?
I mean, unless anyone else does.
Yeah, you're the only one that can actually read this.
Does
Oh,
Omelet
shit.
know Infernal is my question.
Does Theodmer know Infernal?
No, does Omelet know Infernal?
No.
Damn.
But
Hold on.
what you're able to gather is that it appears to be a summoning contract, and there is a name written at the bottom. And it seems as though this particular person, you're given a specific name.
Alright, Sorry, get my notepad back out.
And let me go ahead. I'm going to send it to you, and you can go ahead and post it if you want to share it. But that is the name you see.
I see. Give me a second. Huh.
Just no.
Do any of you guys know a Aristan?
Do we?
Do we? Yeah, that's my question.
Nope, you guys don't. As far as I'm aware, like, I may have given it to you, but, like, I don't recall.
Going through my notes, but I don't think we know that
Is it
name.
Eris? Ari?
Oh, what was the
No,
name?
it is
Ariston?
Aristan. It sounds
I have a
faintly
feeling
familiar,
it's
but I think
related to
it might-
Lavender. Or maybe not. It sounds in Sylvan, is it? That's the real
no,
question.
It's Infernal.
Trying to,
Mm.
and I don't know who it is. I don't know.
Well, long story short, this seems to be a summoning ritual thing. I'm certainly not going to fuck with it, and neither are any of you.
Why not? We
Mm-mm.
should see what it summons.
I do have a good bit of history with these sort of things.
We are aware.
You made contracts with a Prince of Hell, Char.
I just thought it should be said.
And Char's
Alright.
still alive, so.
I would like to give it a shot.
The fuck you mean give it a... No!
Well,
If we,
I don't have a pen on me, so I can't sign anything.
they don't normally ask for a pen. It's more like a blood thing. So.
I don't have blood either. This is perfect.
Oh my fucking gods.
So you
Okay.
need blood.
Here's what we are going to do. I'm going to pocket this, and we are not going to talk about it until Lavender is awake and Cortina is back. Then and only then will we have a discussion on what to do with these.
But Cortina's not gonna want to do it.
That's
honestly,
true. Cortina will be a buzzkill.
Okay,
Also, she might not-
I'm
might
gonna
be
issue. I'm gonna issue a correction real quick. So the summoning, it's as if the summoning contract belonged to those specific people, and that they are the subjects of that summoning. and that whoever it was that's written at the bottom is the summoner that conjured them into existence. As if that makes sense.
Oh,
That
these are
makes sense.
okay.
Yeah.
These are the summon. Okay, I was like,
Those are the
this someone's-
summonees.
Some guy.
Yeah, those are the
You say you read it
summonees.
wrong.
The summoner
You say
is the
you
guy
read it
that has his name written at the bottom.
You say you read it wrong.
Oh, okay, never mind. I had a stroke. I completely misread this. So this Aristan summoned whatever the fuck is in. I'm not even seeing a name of what he summoned. Whatever. I'll take a look at it till morning. See if I can glean anything more useful.
Oh, my friends, I would like to ask: are we trusting Cortina when she's back?
I mean, I think we should hear her out, and I can always pass Stone of Truth to make sure she doesn't lie, but
What an idea! Excellent idea.
Absolutely. Like, are we good to question her? Absolutely. That being said, I mean, I think this was going to be our call anyways. It's kind of a dick move. She did it without us, and very highly, amazingly suspicious. But
Yes. I'll also cast
do-
Identify. See if she's under the spell of someone else.
that could work. Yeah. We'll play those cards, make sure nothing's influencing her. And I'm sure Lavender would love an opportunity to like tie her up and rope or something if she tries anything stupid. Alright.
Okay.
Ronaldo!
All right. So you guys are going back to bed.
yes. And before we all disband, would it be okay if I held onto this armor? It would be really useful for me.
I mean, you're already wearing it.
I can't wear armor.
Yeah, that's a bit too heavy for my blood.
That's a bit too heavy for my bones.
Oh, thank you guys.
Keep yourself safe, Char. And you too, Gloom. And you too, Diadmar.
Yes, of course, my friend.
Alright.
I'm always safe. So.
That is why you are terrifying. Yes.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, remember that. Yeah, remember.
Okay.
Creed's gonna, like... He's just gonna sit down on the floor and kind of lean up on the wall. He's just... Oh, wait, shit. You guys don't mind if I bunk here, right? I don't want to go back to Velvet. She was very disappointed with me.
Oh, it's okay. Over easy's with her now.
I said,
No.
I want to make the obvious joke.
He's
I
voting
really
for
want.
him.
And someone else made the obvious joke. All right.
yeah, I don't know how to respond to that one. I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah, I'll overturn. I'll just take a quick peek back at my room to make sure if Sister Maribel is still sleeping or not. And Char's gonna go check his room real quickly. Was she still sleeping?
Who is? The cleric, the Sister Maribel.
yeah.
Yeah, she's still sleeping.
Okay. Close the door and return back to the room that everybody else was in. Yeah, I think I'll just sleep here.
Right on. Slumber party. Ooh.
I'll make a quick prayer before I silence myself for the night.
You know, that's a good ass point. Hang on, I'm gonna ritual cast alarm again because now Creed's paranoid.
Okay. All right. After 4 additional hours, you wake up, go down, you begin, you get breakfast. I'm gonna say that everyone's awake. Nixie's gonna continue to be sleeping because she's just dead tired. And actually, Sister Maribel's still sleeping too, but Velvet's down here making breakfast.
Well, Lavender specifically, she's just going to, with her dog's help, Nixie's a gnome, right?
Yes.
She's going to slip her ring of like silence to make it quieter for her onto Nixie and like wrap Nixie up in the blankets and just like place her on the dog's back. Asleep.
Okay. All right. So she'll probably be over here or something.
Yeah. Just falling around, asleep. Being jostled a little bit. The dogs are doing their best to be quiet. Oh, but that's the other question. Is the mimic gone? Did the mimic leave with the other boxes?
The mimic is gone.
Down.
Over Easy's just gawking at Velvet.
Or has Corthina returned after the next 4 hours?
After you guys would sit and wait around for a little bit more, you hear a rather large, not large, a rather loud, like a whistling sound, almost like, comparably speaking, like a jet. And you hear something like mechanical whirring down as the trees around this place seem to be blowing pretty heavily. And Captain Arundel and Corthina are both walk into this space here. And Corthina is very clearly riding some level of high right now.
Alright.
And she's holding onto the mimic. And she's holding onto the mimic too.
She walks over
Lavender
and places the mimic on the table. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to take him with me.
And the mimic spits out a giant bone.
Yeah, he has like a big ass bone, like chomping on meat with it.
I grab
He was
it.
a very good boy. I promise.
Lavender just like pushes Thermir away and just picks up that little mimic and goes, "Where's it go? Are you right? Are you right?" And she's like looking the mimic over, like even though the mimic's an ooze, so it wouldn't be that obvious as a chest. Just like trying to see if there's any.
The mimic is gonna say, "Sí, el medio carne."
I have no
I
idea what
gave
you
him
mean,
a
little mimic.
cow's
But...
leg.
Well, that's good. But the more important question is, where the fuck were you? Why didn't you take me with you?
Well, I mean, I was doing the job, and she kind of like lets out a big huff, and the smoke comes out of her mouth as she was on a high. Now she's mildly irritated, and she looks around at everybody, and she just sits there, and she's like, "The job I was doing yesterday, I noticed, clear as day. Those guys are coming after the boxes. So I just thought I'd finish the job. And I just genuinely needed a break from you guys. I am just needed me time. So I thought, you know what? I'll get away and I'll run an errand. So I thought, you're welcome, by the way, for getting the target off our backs, which Lady Songbird confirmed that the boxes were charmed. We opened the boxes, set off an alarm, and everybody came running. So I took the boxes. And you're welcome. Sorry he got mixed up in the mess. I didn't notice. Good job on his part doing his job. But yeah, no, I just needed a break from this. And she kind of waves at everybody. She's like, I'm just sick and tired of 1, being ignored. I'm sick and tired of 2, my feelings not being taken into consideration. And 3, being used as a meat shield and used for other purposes other than, how do you do? How are you doing? She kind of glares at Creed. You do it to everybody else. But why not me? Why don't I ever get a mediocre conversation? She points at Gloom. Gloom is like the only one who's ever had a regular conversation. She's never asked me of anything. The rest of you have. Actually, I can't say that because Char, the first time we went through the tomb, did check in on me, but that was months ago. And we were all in a mental scat at that. So it's just, no. I'm done. I'm done being the quiet back freaking carrying meat shield. I'm not a dumb paladin. I'm sick of my ideas. She glares at Char and Theodmer. My ideas being freaking taken. I am so frustrated with the whole thing. And you guys will stop treating me as such. And we will be okay. All right? I did you all a favor. You're welcome.
Lavender just turns to her and goes, I'm sorry about the pretending to be your wife thing. That was a little deception on my part. But damn, girl, event. I'm glad you did that. But she's also going to do another thing at the exact same time. She's going to do detect magic. Just to be certain.
Okay.
She's like seething, and she really is just trying really hard to keep her composure. I hate yelling. I hate yelling. I hate being angry. I hate being depressed. I hate just feeling negative. Because, guys, this is my dream. Lady Songbird, when she gave me this assignment, this is all I wanted to do. And since I was a kid, I mean, honestly, boys, how much do you actually know about me? Nothing. This is something I've wanted to do my whole life. And I finally had this opportunity, and it's been miserable the past few weeks. And it's so depressing. So depressing. And I genuinely enjoyed being around you guys. And she looks at Gloom. I'm sorry if this changes your opinion about me. She looks at Lavender and Creed and Char and Theodmer. I'm sorry if you guys are just like, what the hell? But I just needed a break. I did. And I needed to clear my head, you know, do my own thing. I literally ran around Stone Call for hours trying to even be better for the party. Because I genuinely don't, like, yeah, you guys use me and you guys ask for my help and use me, but I genuinely feel useless. I don't feel good enough. I don't know. And yesterday, the whole, whatever the hell happened down here, I wasn't there and you guys did all right. Yeah, banged up, bruised. Yeah, that happens. But you guys made it out.
Lavender's going to break into that, and she's just going to go, dude, I got fucking blown up.
Yeah.
Char died.
Multiple times. What if you returned and we were all gone, Corthina?
I would cut
And
up.
Lavender's just going to, like, move back a little bit. She's like, hey, please stop shouting. I took off my ring, so now your very words are grating on my soul. But secondly, I think I understand where you're coming from, but you did something terrible. And
I did something terrible by getting the target off our backs?
yes, and Lavender's just going to stalk away over to Nixie and just goes, once you've calmed down, I can speak quieter. Let's talk. But there's not much for me to say, and Lavender's just going to look down at her and be like, and look like the most try to do the most disappointed mom stare and go, I understand where you're coming from, but you've broken the one rule I follow.
Corthina, like, just does a hard eye roll. It's
She gets
whatever. You're welcome. You know what? Fine. If this is really how you're all just gonna act, like, beyond ungrateful, she reaches into her pouch or into her satchel and grabs a huge pouch and she tosses it on the table and gold just splatters everywhere. There, since that's all you guys seem to care about. And she storms out.
We,
Wait.
Shit.
Lavender
She actually
just
goes
sits
to
down
tend
with
the
Nixie.
horses. That's all she's doing. She's just going to tend the horses. She just starts brushing them
I would've
aggressively.
I was about to ask her if we were friends. This is quite disappointing.
I think we know the answer to that now, Theodmer.
Yes, this is quite disappointing.
Lavender turns to Nixie and makes the mimic into a nice little blanket and just drapes the mimic over Nixie and just goes and like
Terrifying.
whispers quietly over to Char and just goes, well, would you like to talk with her? I mean, not to be rude, but she did save her asses a lot, but I am not in any mood to talk with that lady. I am interested about the captain though. And she like gives the captain a wave and like tries to beckon him over.
He smiles and you see his tooth glisten and he comes over.
Lavender like holds up a finger and like points at Nixie and just like to gesture like talk quietly. And I'm gonna do a performance check because like as I pointed out before, she cannot do her hand motions to save her life. A 7.
I think he gets the general idea. He's pretty insightful. But hang on. I gotta take a quick break. I gotta use the restroom real quick. So be right back.
Oh, Corthina. Oh, I feel terrible. Creed feels terrible. I was trying to. Oh no.
Lavender's just sitting there in the corner like fuming.
Ooh, I like this.
She's
I
like
this.
she's half confused by the gold. She's like, what's with Corthina and the gold? And she's also like furious at Corthina for getting rid of the treasure, the one thing she wanted.
Well, should I go out there and talk to her?
I think we should all go out there and talk to her, but I think we have to understand what we've done first, and he needs to understand what she's done.
I guess I
I
should
have a
have
very
said, as she's walking out, as Corthana is walking out, she just growls and she goes, "Felix, how's ya? This it!" And Char's the only one who couldn't understand it, as she says, "Just leave me be."
But guys, she said some questionable things and draconic.
All right. Sorry about that.
Questionable things and
So Lavender is just going to turn to Captain Go. What was that loud noise outside? I'm guessing that's your ship.
Yes, that was my airship.
Airship.
Round trip to
Lavender's
Stonecall and back took us 2-ish hours by air, but she spent some time there, so.
And Lavender's just going to turn to him like, why did you take her? Did she
Seemed-
pay you?
Yeah, she paid me.
All right, I suppose that's. You wouldn't be for hire, would you? Or was it just a convenient stop along the way?
Yeah, I mean, I am for hire, although, you know, you might find
What'd
my
your rate be to get us to Rashali?
to Rashali? Oof.
Yeah.
Probably about 400 gold.
And Lavender's going to let out a low whistle. I would try to do that, but like, I cannot do that in real life. And she's just going to go, well, thanks for the information. Do let me know when you take off again. That was quite shocking and quite loud, and I did not like a second of that.
Well,
But to be honest, did you notice anything strange about Corthina?
Well,
Aside from the whole blown up thing.
well, she was rather upset with you, apparently, but she seemed like she was trying to do something good. Like whoever those people were, they were not. I certainly wouldn't want to go toe to toe with them. So whoever those people
Well-
are, if they're after you, I imagine she did the right thing.
If you say so. And Lavender's just going to kind of, I guess, shake her head and then sit back, clearly done with the conversation. And she's going to turn to as the captain walks away, she's going to turn to others and go, decide what you want to do. I'll be waiting here until Nixie wakes up. And that doesn't seem to be anytime soon. Maybe you talk with her, Creed? You're the most
Creed already
dysfunctional.
left. He's outside. Like, I'm
Oh, well, Lavender didn't notice that, so she's just talking to thin air.
As
Yeah.
as Creed's leaving, Dom to say, "No, Creed. I'm quite experienced with women. I had a wife myself. If they say they want time alone, we best leave them be."
Well, he left, like, way before. I hate to break it to you, Theon Bar.
Never mind then.
Yeah, he started following her out, like, when she started storming out, but Gloom
He was
obviously
like,
beat him.
I think him and Gloom were literally on her tail, even though she like barked back in Draconic. Char was the only one who
Bloom
could
doesn't
understand
know.
her.
Yeah.
Draconic
Yeah,
too.
Creed can't understand it.
Yep.
Wait, Corthina, wait up.
She stops and she has like a little tack box for the horses. She has a brush. What?
Look, I know you were kind of getting like
Starts aggressively
some
brushing.
flack from like the other people, and you know I might have been. When I first heard what you did, I wasn't happy, but like after hearing everything you said, I just gotta say I'm pleasantly surprised, and you know I'm grateful for what you did. And you know they might tell you should have told them, and you know I say do what you want. And
She
just
sitting there
know-
like her brushes get less and less aggressive as she's brushing the horse. She's like, thanks. Honestly, out of this whole venture, I honestly was worried about upsetting you the most. Because I know your trust is just so fragile, and I know you wanted to test the jewel, but she keeps brushing. It's hard. I didn't want anything to happen, especially after yesterday.
No, I mean, I think I was kind of thinking they were probably after the artifacts too. So I mean, at the end of the day, you made the right call.
Well, yeah, I mean, we still have to go get Morning Song, go take care of that guy, so I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
without that target on our backs, it's a little easier. We're not sitting here to constantly watch our rear ends. She kind of walks over and starts brushing off the next horse.
You know, people, there's nothing wrong with sneaking out or just taking a break from people, you know?
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
Saying that I ran around Stone Call for 2 hours, getting yelled at. She was just grumbling.
Just know the others might be happy with you, but or might not be happy with you, but you know, I am. I'm actually
Glenn.
proud of what you did.
Thanks, Gloom. I appreciate it.
Bro. I'll let you pet the horses.
She's just sitting there like, because we got to get them ready. So that's what she's doing.
Inside.
She moves on to the next one.
Gloom, as you're going by, Creed very awkwardly gives like the sideways thumbs up, like up, down.
I feel like she's mad at you more than me.
Yeah, it's understandable. Creed's gonna taking a deep breath before, like, he makes his approach obvious, but it's still awkward nonetheless. It's just like, hey.
Kind of looks over her shoulder. At him, and she kind of like steps around the horse, so she's like facing him. She's taller, like a good shoulder height, taller than the horse. She just kind of sits there. What? Hi.
Words aren't my forte. I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt that way.
Well, that's what happens when you neglect people. And she just does long brushes down the horse. You know,
No,
I'm quiet. I'm a very happy-go-lucky person. But, you know, when you neglect somebody like that, they can only take so much.
No, you're right. You're right. I fucked up big time. And I really am sorry about that. I was concerned with, Gloom and Char and everyone, but you're right. I was ignoring you, and I'm glad you held me accountable for that, and you definitely did make the right call getting those artifacts out of here. I'm in full support of that, and if anyone gives you shit, I'm gonna back you up on it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the thought. But I have to ask, genuinely, why out of all of us was I the one you were neglecting to talk to? I mean, if you don't know, that's fine. Makes me feel like I look that put together, which is nice.
But I mean, okay, you remember Beinhold, right? My hometown?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Fine.
Very
Feather Lord and go around the whole town, and I was apologizing to everyone.
Yep, I followed you the whole time.
You were a beacon during that. Oh. I'm back, sorry.
You said beacon. I heard it.
Beacon. You were a beacon during that. This brilliant light of hope, and you're always so cheerful and optimistic, and I guess I made the mistake of assuming that was it. I thought, I don't know, I thought
that I was always going to be happy like that?
I guess
I
so.
get it. I get it. But here, let me tell you a little something. Something my dad taught me. And sadly, unlike you, or good thing, sadly, for you, but I don't know what it's like to not have parents. I've always had parents. So, my dad, being there, always supported. And he always told me that when you see the light in all the situations and you're always in a good mood, and I mean, you don't have to really be in a good mood, but when you don't always look in the dark spots, you attract better people. And the people who just want to be in the dark don't want to be around you. And I just think of that as, I just want that in life in general. So, yeah. But the one thing my dad didn't teach me was you can only hold a smile like that for so long. until it's hard because you start carrying the weight of everybody else who wants to be there and have your smile too. And she just does long brushes down the horse. I don't know. This whole adventure thing is something I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid. I remember my dad telling me all the stories he went on. You know, my dad was a fighter and he traveled. That's how we met my mom. And their whole adventures were awesome to listen to. And that's all I've ever wanted in life. That's all I've ever wanted. And I finally had it. And I just didn't think about, it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows. But I just feel like your party, because my parents always told me, well, my mom, not really, because she hates that I'm doing this, but my dad always said, your party has to have your back. Like, you're traveling. They got your back, like, you have theirs, they'll have yours. And that's what I expect out of you guys. And when I'm sitting here personally failing you guys, I feel like trash. And then I look at you guys, and you guys, we bicker, we argue, we have all these weird differences, and I'm like, this isn't how this is supposed to go. But then I have to look back and I'm like, this isn't childhood anymore. We're not 6 kids running around with sticks fighting rocks. This is grown-ups, and I hate it, but I guess this is what it is. I just got to remember those things, though. And I just want everybody to be comfortable. I want everybody to be able to lean on each other. That's what I want.
Yeah. Tell you what. We're... How do I explain this? There's going to be changes. There has to be. You're absolutely right. The bickering, the arguing, You're right, absolutely. Earlier when you said that we don't know anything about you. You're absolutely right. We don't know really much about any of each other. You're right. We should have each other's backs. We should be able to lean in on each other.
We should. And this is weird. Like, I don't want intensely have like a weird little powwow thing, but it almost might have to come to that, because a lot of us have different views on what we want to do and different directions we want to go. But
Absolutely.
I feel like personally you and I are kind of going in the same direction. We don't want to use these crazy fiendish items and go crazy insane. Tell you, I've been keeping this to myself, but I tried to use the gauntlet. I hung on to it for so long. I just gave it back. I just gave it to Lady Songbird because you can't use it. They drive you insane. They take your wisdom and slowly start taking you over. And I feel like that's what was feeding my depression. And so I chose to give it back. Just don't tell anybody I told you that. But it's not, those items aren't great to keep. I was worried about everybody. So I took them back. And I'm sorry that they're all angry, but
No, listen. Again, you absolutely made the right call. Of course, they're going to be mad that they didn't know about it, but I'll give them my roguish charm to smooth things over.
okay.
You can tell he's obviously making a joke on himself. No, but we'll figure this out. And hell or high water, it's going to get better.
It only has to be. Because if we don't work on each other, then we're going to fall apart eventually.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for listening, though.
Of course, thanks for yelling at me.
It wasn't all directed at you. It was kind of directed at everybody. There were key points that just kind of hit harder on others,
No, it was... between you and me, it was a needed wake-up call. Especially for me, you're right. But yeah,
Good shake him down, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You're good at shaking down. You're strong and scary.
Yeah. Oh, and look what I got. And she pulls out a sword, and it's like a bright new shiny sword. It's cool.
Wow. That is cool, and it's reflecting right in my eyes. Hang on, let me just. Okay, there we go.
She like holds it down in the shadows, and she's like, "Yeah, it's really dope. I bought it
What's
with
it do?
my share of the stuff." She puts it back. I have a few things on commission too, sitting on the waiting list.
What kind of things?
Armor enhancements, mostly.
What, harder to hit, or sneaky breaky, or
Yes, all of it.
all of it?
I want to be an awesome tank because I can't for as badly as I want to. She like looks down at her sword. A sword is a lot harder to wield than a stick, and I'm apparently not good at it. So Hulk out, tank out. I'll protect everybody.
Yeah, God, yeah, we needed you, absolutely. That last fight, even just last night, I know you said that we handled it fine, but shit, I was bleeding out. Char was bleeding out. We do need you, Cortina.
Thanks for that. It just feels like I'm useless sometimes. I just have to be honest.
Well, okay, how? Tell me how, because you have done so much for us. I can tell you that with certainty.
I can't hit anything worth jack. I can't,
Oh.
and it's frustrating.
Well,
She puts her
that's
head on the
okay.
horse, like just defeated. It's
But that's
so
okay.
frustrating.
Oh, okay. We can work with that. Tell you what, on the road, when we're setting up camp or whatever, you and I dedicate an hour to sparring.
Kind
Every
of
night.
raises an eyebrow. You know,
With sticks, not with these actual swords. That's dumb, stupid, and dangerous, but...
she just chuckles. She's like, "Oh, my dad and I used to do that. That's so fun."
Yeah.
She just shakes her head. She's like, "For as much as I miss my parents and want to go see them, I really don't." Oh, and that's something oh god. She like looks down as you ask her that. Yes, and get. They're gonna lock me in a closet and I won't be able to leave.
Well, luckily we know a pretty good locksmith. She's about yay high, kind of looks like a frog. Very sneaky.
Yeah, my parents actually don't know where I am. So
You're not right to them?
I do, but I don't tell them where I went. My dad will come and get me by order of my mom.
Probably smart then.
My mom will be like, "You go get her," and he'll be like, "Yes, dear." He'll Hulk his way over here. His freaking huge ass. You think I'm big? He's twice my size. And she like holds her hand up like higher than almost higher than she can reach. She's like, "He's huge."
I mean, I'm sure he could probably stomp me like a bug.
Yeah, he'll just throw me over my shoulder and walk me home. And I'll just be like, "No!" You'll literally see a child being drugged home, throwing a temper tantrum. That's pretty much what it is. That's why we're not going. I mean, unless we can disguise me. I wonder if Lavender will let me borrow her cloak again. That'd be the only
I'm
way.
sure. I'm sure she will.
Because they make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely
my
curious. But no,
I
yeah,
do.
well... He's gonna like sigh, kind of look back at the tavern for a second. So, friends still?
Of course, Creed. Of course.
All right.
I can't stop liking you, even though you piss me off.
Well, let me know next time. That way I can fix it.
I don't know, me screaming in the back of a tavern at you while you're drinking, I think is enough.
That's that's very valid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about this? If I start drinking again, you and Lavender get to punch me.
I'm not gonna punch you. I'm not gonna punch you. That's not nice.
Well, Lavender seems to take great enjoy in it, so.
Yeah. I am very much not like that. So.
Right, well, either way, I'm getting better after the day. I promise you this.
That's what you said the other day.
I know, and
I'll try. I'll just take the drink out of your hand at that point. At this point, that's where
Yeah.
I'm at with it.
that works. But no, I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I already have. I've been saying this for like 3 years to myself, but I really am gonna try. Right? You're right. These people need to trust each other, and I need to be able to be reliable for all of you.
I trust you, Creed. I trust you're gonna try, and you'll get there when you get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now I genuinely think we should deal with the party issue.
Probably smart.
She like lays her head, like her chin on the horse, like she's. Do we have to go back in there?
It doesn't have to be right now. Take as long as you need. Creed's gonna like. How tall is Gortiana? Like 7 foot?
No.
6'7". She's 6'7".
Cool. So you're still like a foot taller than Creed. He's gonna like reach up to like pat your back. Just
Yeah, she's like leaning on the horse, like her head is just resting on the horse's back, like yeah.
you come in whenever you're ready. I'll keep them off your back until then.
I'm just gonna take care of the horses, get them ready to go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Don't want any help with your horses?
Kind of sits there and looks at the horse. If you want. I mean, she looks over and there's how many horses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
'Cause I think we had one for each of us, and then one to carry the cargo.
But then we had 2 more, so about 10. 9 or 10 horses. She looks back at him. Yeah, help would be great actually. If you want.
No,
I'm not
absolutely.
worried about it.
I enjoy spending time with you.
Aw, thanks.
Well, yeah, you're the best.
I try, man.
You succeed, you punk ass.
She like playfully shoves, but like it's obviously like kind of he has to stagger over a second.
Yeah, Creed is. Oh god, he's only like 5'8". Like you have like 200 pounds on him, and they're significantly stronger.
She's only 220 pounds. Get out of here.
All right, fair enough. Listen, I wasn't sure how much muscle you had. Like, just fucking. Yeah, Creed will.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
I think we need to work on that. She like points down at you.
I mean, you're saying I'm weak, I'm feeble, and he's gonna like flex like, ugh, and there's just no definition at all.
Yeah. That's what we need to work on.
Sounds like a deal. I help you with swordsmanship. You help me get buff.
Perfect. You can do push-ups with me, but not with someone standing on your back.
Awesome. You should teach me Draconic. You yelled something at me. I had no idea what it said.
She chuckles. Yeah, I said leave me alone, but I didn't think about it. It's just
I'm sorry.
angry.
No, it's again, I don't fault you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I just. She moves over to the next horse, so it'd be like, bloop bloop, like leapfrog over horses.
Yep. Reed takes the other brush and he's getting that ready.
Yep. And
Okay.
Corthina just kind of tells him a little bit more stories about like. She just kind of like rambles, but it's more of like stories of her growing up, and like, she's played with her friends and how they went on like kid adventures and stuff like that.
Reed will listen in silence. Let her speak however much she wants to.
All right.
Take a mental note of all of it.
After a certain amount of time, Sister Maribel is going to come down. Her hair is going to be frazzled, and she's going to have bedhead for sure, but she'll come over and sit next to Char.
Lavender's just going to turn to her and say, "Wow, you woke up. I'm glad. I was half convinced you died."
I thought I died too.
Yeah. You owe me one. Next time you have to jump in front of me, but to be fair, I did that on my own, so maybe not.
All right. And at a certain point, Nixie's gonna wake up and just gonna be like, "Is there breakfast?"
And Lavender's going to give her some flowers and start preparing she's going to stand up and ask Velvet for some breakfast.
She's gonna like gnaw on whatever flower you gave her, and she's gonna have a sour face while she's doing it. Did you give her the which flower did you give her?
No, she gave her like the good flowers, good Feywild flowers.
Okay.
So I guess she'd spend a gold on some breakfast.
Yep. Everyone's gonna get breakfast. Everyone's gonna get fed. And at a certain point, you guys are, getting ready to leave, getting ready to go. And, the horses are ready. Everyone's been fed. Is there anything else you guys want to do here at the Winter Leaf?
Lavender's just going to turn to Nixie and go, "This is the chance if you wish to leave, but if I'd like having you around, even though we just met. If you'd like, it'd be amazing for you to come with us, sing some songs, cheer up everyone, and I'll keep you safe."
Absolutely. That's why I left home, was to seek adventure.
Well, we've got it. To be quite honest, there's a lot of people chasing us, but so far I've only been blown up twice and I haven't died either time, so I think you're safe.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. Well, let's get going. You can. I don't know if you want to ride the dogs. Bloom is small enough as well, but she hates it. But they're quite lovely and they protect you as well. Same with the mimic.
If I have to, then sure.
No, you don't have to do anything, but if you want to, it can be quite fun.
Well,
Lavender's going to turn the mimic into a little saddle. She's like thinking to herself, "How did I not think of this before?" So now Pixie's the little saddle. Little saddle can ride a dog, and the dogs will take turns. But Lavender is going to take Nixie outside near the horses, but she's not going to approach Corthina. Yeah.
Do we know our next destination?
You're going back to Stonecall.
Oh, I thought we were going.
I thought we were killing the dude.
Do you know where he is?
Didn't she say? Because we were going to do both.
Yeah, I thought we got the map.
Well, for purposes of like continuity stuff, so this is mostly my problem, but I'm for the sake of like making it nice and easy, you guys need to make it back to Stonecall this session.
What the hell?
We ran out of supplies.
You ran out of supplies.
Yeah.
Corthina would have taken care of this BS.
Nope. I'm just saying, because I want certain things to happen, you guys got to make it back to Stonecall.
All right, someone has to
Lavender's going to turn to Green and go, "Well, I suppose we can either kill the dude or head back." And Lavender's kind of glance at Corthina. I'm down to head back. After he thinks some things, I'm not. And she's just going to shut herself up. Village of the Freedom States. But okay. I guess we're going back to Stonecall.
Sister Maribel, would you like to join us? We're heading to Stonecall.
I believe I said I would join you, yes?
Awesome.
Are you in need of another cleric on your party? Seems as though you have a penchant for fiery situations.
Lavender's going to turn to her. Oh, would she be outside or inside?
Well, she's sitting at the table. Well, I mean, I guess if you guys are.
She went in.
Yeah. Before we head out, we're still probably side of the table.
Over easy is sitting at the table.
No, he's 100% just watching Velvet.
Okay.
By the way, I don't know who grabbed the coin sack on the table, by the way. Corthina tossed it, and the coins kind of went everywhere.
Oh, Bloom would have grabbed that. Doink.
Gloom has the gold.
That's why I was shocked.
We
Like,
need to do
Corthina
that.
threw it, and nobody touched it. Actually, I was shocked.
There is 4,000 gold
already
inside
had it.
the pouch.
4,000?
4,000, all in platinum, so there's 400 platinum coins.
And no one else tried to grab any? Or...
It was the reward for getting the stuff.
So
Katrina's kind of more important than some fucking money. So
I didn't pay attention
Oh,
to
thank you.
it. But if Glue never went back in to pick it, then Charles will grab it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my fair share.
Lavender specifically not going to.
Or we'll just wait until they divvy it.
yeah, Creed's not taking any either. He genuinely, I don't think, did anything. He didn't find any of the boxes. He didn't open any of them. Obviously, Cortina did the delivery, so Creed feels really bad if he takes any money.
well, Creed's also flat broke, so
Yeah, no, don't. He's aware.
How much is 4,000 divided by 6?
800.
4,000 divided by 5.
Oh,
Oh, 5. It's still 800. Sorry. I know. I just know
Corthina used 1,000 of it, or / took 1,000 of it.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be 5,000. So your guys are. It's missing one.
Awooga.
I don't know. I was probably heading out there with Sister Maribel.
Okay. Well, bye-bye, boys. Creed, don't worry, you did well.
Don't lie to me.
Over easy, get boy. And over easy looks down sad as he walks off.
And Captain Arundel's gonna flash a smile and a wink, and Egon is gonna raise his glass before he himself goes upstairs, and Sister Maribel is gonna follow.
Oh, okay, so we're riding back. We're not getting the freebie.
Okay,
Shit.
hang on. I gotta make Sister Maribel. Okay, so Nixie and Sister Maribel I will need to make tokens for on this next map, because they are not saved as NPCs or companions.
Do you have
So,
enough horses for all these people?
well, Nixie
No,
Nixie is riding a dog,
doggies.
and Sister Maribel is presumably sharing a horse with Char.
Oh, there's also the fact that Over Easy and Omelet have their own horses, so they can share too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stacking.
We're getting a fucking armada.
Okay, so
And
All
Christina
three
has
blown
two
out?
vegetables, along
You-
with Lavender.
you guys,
Two regular horses.
all right. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to this map now.
I don't want to switch over to the other map.
Okay.
The entire time.
So you guys were
Lavender's
here.
Specific. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do this and delete, clear all. And for the rest of the trip, you guys are able to make it down to, roughly here at the border of this river.
And a day, yeah.
Uh,
The entire
Yes.
time, Lavender is specifically avoiding Athena, and she's just collecting flowers and talking with Nixie and showing Nixie the different flowers she might have not known about.
Okay. And you guys are gonna come through a very familiar specific area. Well, let me go ahead and move everyone up to here.
Corthina's reading the book that she can barely read, the dream thingy. Oh no, she's reading the Dream Interpretation for Dummies book. Everybody sees her holding this bright yellow book, and it has really childish looking letters on it, and it says Dream Interpretation for Dummies, and she's sitting there flipping through it.
Okay. Oopsies, didn't mean to do that. And you gotta go like this. Nixie. And Sister Maribel.
Corthina, would she have a Lavender of a moment alone with Corthina?
I'm sure we'll get one.
Yeah,
She has to
give
drag
me.
you somewhere. Corthina wants to take you somewhere if you're willing to go. So we'll have a moment probably.
Mm.
Since we're going back to Stonecold. We're going sooner than
Okay.
I thought, but
For now, Lavender's just completely peeved, but she's trying not to
Alright.
show it, but it's pretty obvious because she's terrible
So-
at lying.
You guys do arrive back at this area where, it's the sun is starting to set and go down, and you recognize this space. Like, this is where you fought Valen and all them.
Lavender's going to turn to Nixie and just go, "Oh, this is where he ambushed a dude and killed him dead. The other dude got away. It wasn't that very fun. We got all prepared. You should have seen he was all prepared.
I suppose.
Oh, I'll try to do less murder with you around if that's what you want."
Oh no.
Sister Maribel's gonna like kind of look at you funny, but she's gonna proceed forward, like staying close to Char. So Char, just go ahead and grab her too.
Horse. I'll say they're on the same horse. They should just move together.
Oh well, you know, tokens and everything. So
You know,
it's
I'm just going, like,
it's around the time you guys would want to set up camp. Just
Okay.
Oh, grab the
Corthina is closed
Yeah.
down. Anybody hungry? It's getting late.
always.
Lavender's going to turn to Nixie and go, "Oh, you hungry?"
yes.
Well, it certainly seems like you didn't like the flowers that much. Just say so next time. Well, anyway, let's get something to eat. I'm sure you've
Alright.
already found out how disgusting food on the road is, but it will have to do.
Yeah, I can go out hunting, get us some fresh stuff.
That sounds like a great plan. She looks at her satchel.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want that dried stuff anymore.
Where are you guys setting up?
I was actually just about to ask where everybody wanted to set up.
I would think, if anywhere, the cave over there might be best. Easily defendable in the night. Obviously, I can cast alarm past it on the one entranceway in. Plus, it would keep us away from prying eyes, I would imagine.
Yeah, we don't know what's lying in this forest at night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
good
gonna
to
go
me.
take a...
So is that over here?
Yes, si, senor.
Okay.
Eta.
So you guys start setting up for the night.
Alright. Lyra is coming with me for the hunting. Eeny, meeny, miny. I always hunt in pairs. Who wants to go hunting with me tonight?
Lavender's going to turn to Nixie. "Oh, Nixie, would you like to go with them?"
I guess. Sure.
If you're
Well,
good to
I'm
be
just
on
gonna
the
wave her
road, you need to
goodbye.
learn how to do it. Yeah. Come on. It'll be easy. I'll show you all the tips and tricks that I was showing Gloom.
And she starts running after you. It looks like a little kid following you.
Godwin's gonna wink at Creed. Never mind, he can't do that.
Is he just going to cover one eye?
We're not taking the Diddy route with Creed, okay? She's
No,
17.
Not this one.
17.
Yeah, listen, Creed said he was going to be better.
He doesn't know how dwarves work.
These are gnomes. She's a gnome.
Same thing. Same.
No, they're not they're not the same thing. Damn it.
Hey, he was alive 900 years ago. It was okay, but 100 years ago.
Hey, we're not getting into this.
I need.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
leave. Here we go.
What is that?
Alarm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry. Nothing bad.
Corthina makes
Fireball.
a fire like in the middle. Ish.
Yeah.
She makes a fire like in the middle. Somewhere. I'm gonna move you out of the way. That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna make it.
Whoa.
All right. So you're off hunting. Is that you're gonna hunt right there? Or are you gonna go further away? How far away are you going?
I'd probably. I'd say ideally within the mile, I would think, and at worst, it'd just be setting up like snares and
With
all
it,
that
yeah.
kind of
Okay,
shit.
so within a mile. Is that what you're saying? You're gonna be a mile out?
Yeah, that'd be like the absolute max. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Go ahead and do a survival check. Oof.
do I have
Nixie got
any
Nixie got a 2.
all right, well, hang on. This is the entire reason Creed's here. He's gonna, help her because
Yeah.
he's teaching her how to do this.
Sure, but she still gets a 2.
Just regardless, damn.
Yep. She rolled a 4.
Wow,
She's got a
okay.
-2.
Damn, even with advantage. Okay, damn. Damn, all right. If that's the case, then Creed's gonna also roll survival. Do I get any advantage from having Lyra helping?
Sure.
Scoping shit out?
Yep. The sun's going down, though, so you gotta be quick.
I'm sorry, I gotta be evil. Would Nixie be so bad at it, it gives you a disadvantage canceling it out?
Silence yourself. 21.
Yeah, you are able to show Nixie how to hunt, but she's like so utterly horrified at the prospect of killing animals.
Yeah, like Creed's like skinning it in front of her.
She's like,
Here's
no,
what you need to do. You need to cut-
she's one of the people that's like, why do you got to kill the animal? Why can't you just get it from the grocery store like normal people? She's one of those.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Anyway.
Okay,
But you are able to get a deer.
all right, cool. So Creed will. I'm maxing out. I'm getting the rations. I'm putting them in my the mini fridge that he carries with him. And I'm keeping the pelt because I need to make some fucking money.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, after that quick hunt, I imagine that's probably enough to feed everyone for at least tonight.
All right. So you're able to get back as the darkness is really starting to set in. You can see that Corthina's made a fire.
Oh, nice.
It's warm in here.
Just make it easy for everybody. She has like sticks kind of stacked up over the fire, like with like an iron. Oh my gosh, what are those things called? It makes it easier to cook food over an open fire like that, and she just has it all set up like. And she has a big iron skillet on top. She just points at it, slap it on there.
Right on. Thank you, Cortina. Tell you what, I'll cook tonight. Kind of like looks down uncertainly. I'll cook tonight. I got this.
Wait, what did you bring?
I don't know
back?
if that's a good idea.
That'll be fine.
What animal did you get?
I got the deer. We're having venison.
I call the
And-
bones.
It's okay, Creed. I've got it. And she grabs like the meat, like she just starts like hacking meat off of it and tossing it into the pan and starts sizzling. And she like out of her satchel, she starts pouring seasonings out and just starts dashing it. Like it turns into like almost an art form as she's sitting there, like
When
and with her
Nixie-
hands. She actually like flips the meat. She doesn't need like a spatula or fork, and she's just sitting there, just going to town on this. Like she makes like small steaks.
Would Nixie be sad at this?
She'd be more horrified, not really sad.
Yeah, Lavender's just going to take Nixie outside. Just to get out of the view. And Woofsy's just sitting next to her, like licking her, trying to make her feel better.
Okay.
Sir Barkington's sitting with a mimic. She's tired from carrying Nixie all day.
And as you are sitting out there, you hear a guttural croak, almost like it's a dying animal. And you can
Lavender's
hear
going to do
something approaching. And
Lavender's going to yell at...
in your vision,
sorry,
you
she's just-
see a creature approaching.
Lavender's going to tell Nixie and Woofsy to run inside and get the others, and she's going to draw her sword and start approaching the figure. She's also going to do a perception check
Okay?
to see if there's anyone else.
Do Omelette and Over Easy see it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A 20.
Well, that's what you see.
Does Glim see this? Because she's gonna like.
Do you have
Oh,
dark
is the picture
vision?
you sent me what I see?
Yes.
I have the goggles.
Lavender's
Goggles.
Lavender's going to immediately put her sword away and just go, oh, hello. Could I do a nature check? Would she realize it?
I'm
But
actually
you
going to
know
make you
that-
do a wisdom save.
Oh, great. Wisdom save. That's even better. So much fun.
No, Cordain isn't even paying attention. So.
3. But I'm going to use the re-roll future from the ring. So that's a 20.
It has a guttural scream as it seems to be this strange undead abomination of something. And I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
All hear this?
Yep.
Do we
Everybody
all
rolls
have
and-
initiative?
Everyone roll?
Yeah. Lavender, I would say, is like half killed over at this. She's automatically going to enter. If it's alright with the DM, she's automatically going to enter a rage since it was a scream straight in her face.
Like
So let me go ahead and I gotta change sides on these undead here.
Oh,
we all
speaking
heard the
of,
scream, right?
Yeah, everyone
So-
hears it. Yeah.
my dark vision
Christina looks up and out the
specifically-
door. What
My
was
dark
that?
vision, my dark vision specifies that I can see and hear spirits. Do I see any of them from either undead overeasies or my own eyes?
It does not seem to be a spirit.
Okay.
If anything, like it seems to be a Feywild creature of some sort, but you wouldn't recognize it.
Could Lavender do a thing? This seems like something she would know. So
Sure,
Could
you can do a thing.
Investigation,
Sure.
or I guess. A 15.
You do recall something, and let me go ahead and let me send you the actual image of what Corthina might recall. So this is what Lavender is going to recall.
All right.
And
Lavender's-
as it
Lavender
screams with
more.
its guttural sound, it's going to immediately charge at you, Lavender. And it's going to use... I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Let's see.
Alright.
Ooh.
My lord,
You take 16 damage, and you are prone.
What type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Would it be fair to say she would automatically be enraged, considering it's a huge scream right in her face, and that's like one thing that triggers her?
Sure.
Or should I not do that?
Sure.
So it would be 8 damage total since it was 16.
Okay. But you are prone.
All right. Prone means, does that mean use the entire turn or movement?
All of
don't
your
remember.
movement's going to be spent getting up.
All right.
Okay. And now we're starting at the top of initiative. So Char, it's your turn.
So Char just heard this scream. Just gonna kind of walk
Also,
out 30 feet.
Nixie's going to be running and yelling.
Oh.
Like,
It's currently
like,
dark
screaming.
out, so if they do not have dark vision, they will not be able to see or engage in combat.
I think we all
Properly.
Have dark vision. Like,
Gloom doesn't, Nixie
Yeah.
doesn't,
That's
Sister
fair.
Maribel does not.
I have the
No,
goggles.
that's Gloom.
goggle.
Yeah.
Oh, Gloom does have dark vision with the goggles. So
Neat.
Nixie and Sister Maribel do not have dark vision.
Well, they can stay
Wait,
in the-
Nixie's a gnome.
Oh, does she actually?
Would-
Do gnomes have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure.
Surprisingly, yes.
Okay, in
Yeah.
that case, she
Yeah,
does.
but-
She is able to help.
Yeah, but she's just running inside.
Yeah,
At
she's
least
gonna
for
go
now.
hide. Have the gnome hide. She's a child.
Char is gonna walk up over here, kind of see this thing, and go like,
It's
Whoa.
gonna set off Creed's alarm.
Ding, ding, ding.
This really pleasant little like. It's like a
Da
shot
da
you
da
can
da
call
da
when you
da
walk in.
da da da
I
da
imagine
da da
it's
da
like,
da.
elevator music.
Feliz Navidad.
It's gonna be the epic sax guy song. Da 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 da
Oh
da
my god.
da da da
please,
da
I
da
love
that.
da 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 da. Anyway, digressing.
Char's just gonna walk up, see this thing, freak out a little bit, and he's gonna cast Scorching Ray at second level.
Okay.
Why are we immediately attacking it? Why?
Because Lavender's on the
attacking Lavender.
ground.
It started it.
Yeah, it started it.
Maybe.
So I will point out, from Lavender's perspective, this thing randomly came out of nowhere, fucking yelled in her face and decked her.
That okay. I understand.
Okay. The first one is it's a 27 to hit.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Damn.
The second one is that's pretty high. That's a 26 to hit.
Both of those are gonna hit.
And the last one is pretty good, 23 to hit.
All three of those hit.
Okay, so first fire damage. Oh, that's pretty good. 7 plus 8 plus 9. Oh, that's a really high roll. I want to say 24 points of
Yep.
fire damage.
Takes 24 points of fire damage.
And Char's just like slightly grieving. He's more like shocked.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of his turn.
All right, Creed, you're up.
Oh shit! Creed's gonna like. He was like squatting over the fire before everything went to shit. So he's gonna do a little hop and land right about here. Actually, as he's running by, Sister Maribel, she's human, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me check something. Got it. Fuck. I wanted to. Never mind. There's too much work. I'm keeping it simple. All right, Hunter's Mark for free.
Okay.
So I know it's resistances, immunities, etc. Vulnerabilities.
It is immune to exhaustion and petrification.
All right. That's it. No resistances.
No resistances, no weaknesses.
Yeah. All right. All right. Keep things simple. I'm going to take out my bow. Where is it? Where is my long bow? And I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Okay.
23. Does that hit?
It hits. Its
All right.
AC is not very high, so this is like a.
All right. So 8 piercing plus d6 force, 5. So 5 force, and then second attack. Ooh, that one doesn't quite hit.
That one does not hit.
All right.
You knock off
Oh,
Overeasy's helmet if he's wearing one.
But yeah, that is turn. That is turn.
Okay. All right.
Lavender's just going. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Lavender is like, she wouldn't see it. She would see Creed, and so she'd like try to whisper shout, like not very loudly. She just go, as she's getting up, she just goes, "Don't kill it, not yet." And she is going to do to her attacks, which will just be with her sword. That's a 17 to hit,
That hits.
and let's see the second one. Shit, I can't. Fuck. So.
Creed will obviously.
Nat 20, so
All right.
that is 25 damage plus okay, savage attack, so
38.
that's 25 plus 13. Yes, so 38 damage. Not trying to kill it, but trying to like rip it apart without killing it.
Like
if that's possible.
you're able to take a solid chunk of, I wouldn't say flesh, but I need you to make a con save.
All right, let's see. That's an 8.
All right, as you're hacking at this thing, what looks to be this oily tar is coming off these dead flowers off of the antlers on this thing, and it sprays all over you, and you are poisoned.
All right, poison means disadvantage on attack, right?
Yes.
All right. So that doesn't really mean much to her.
But
Okay, so
well,
that'll be
I mean, you're getting covered with
yeah.
what seems to be filth and
I
death.
gotta ask, have you read Stagtown? I'm just thinking the monster
No.
from Stagtown. This is like, okay, whatever. That'll be the end of her turn then.
All right, Omelet's turn.
All right, Omelet, seeing this and hearing the whole "don't kill it yet," he's going to raise his icy sword and chase down this weird-looking thing. What's the distance here? Oh, he is A-okay. He's gonna go right here.
Okay.
He's gonna go for a non-lethal attack. Let me. All right. Let me pull this sheet real quick. All right. There we go. That's a +4 to hit.
Okay.
So that's a 15. Does that hit?
15 does hit.
Cool. So that is, I believe, a 6 damage with
Okay.
his sword.
Okay, and with its held action, it's going to turn and gore Omelet.
Whoa.
With a 15 to hit.
No.
Almost got an AC of 14.
You said it's okay. I gave him full plate armor of the ice.
Oh, then never mind. Its horns bounce off of Omelet.
Strikes into ice and just.
Alright. Gloom's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action dash. Okay. 25 is like here. And then. I can get around. Okay. Question. Can I try to get on its back?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it? Acrobatics?
Sure.
Question mark?
I hope this thing isn't like a kelpie.
Yeah,
Come on,
I'm
plus 20,
really scared.
Or, 26.
Alright, you're able to get on its back. I need you to make a con save.
Oh no.
Well, I can't be poisoned if that's what this is.
It's going to be considered the poison condition because this is not your average poison. This is not your regular poison.
Oh, okay.
So I'm making that ruling right now. It's one thing that you guys are absolutely beating the shit out of right now. So it's not like it's going to matter much, but for the purposes of what this thing is, it can poison you.
Okay.
But you succeed the con save.
And did someone say not to kill it or something?
Yeah, don't kill it.
Okay. Is there a way to non-lethally attack someone with daggers?
Yeah, you can do a non-lethal attack.
Okay.
Hit it in the back of the head with a pommel.
You could also just try to stab it. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, I want to kill it.
It doesn't seem to be alive in the first place. So.
7.
Okay.
Then I'll attack with my other one. 15.
That hits.
8. And that's my turn.
Okay. Over easy.
Over easy, seeing Omelet do the exact same thing, he's gonna be real creative and do the exact same thing.
All right. Very creative people here.
Yeah, so he's gonna charge right up with his sword. That is a 23. I'm assuming that hits.
That's gonna hit. Yeah.
And he does 4 damage with his big sword.
All right. And as you deal the 4 damage, well, I mean, whether you meant it to be non-lethal or not, it's doesn't really matter here. It screams like it's an actual person. And Lavender, I need you to make another wisdom save.
Damn. That was 17, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And it's going to collapse.
If you want, it can be at disadvantage. Should be terrible at this.
Sure.
I know, because debuffing. 4.
Alright, well, you effectively are stunned for 1 round, which big combat's over.
Yeah.
And it falls over. And Gloom, I want you to make a dexterity save. Because, it's
Okay.
falling over.
Yeah. Oh, 9.
You are going to take 2 bludgeoning damage as it kind of crushes your leg a little bit.
Okay. Ow.
Guys, it's alright. It was only crushed a little bit.
Just ow. And you guys fall out of combat.
Shit.
What is
Corthina
that?
gets up and runs out here. Are you guys okay?
Yeah. Gloom, Lavender, you okay?
Lavender's barely conscious. She's sitting up and she's kind of shaking her head. And then she starts using the prestidigitation to get rid of the oil immediately.
It
Corthina
doesn't.
puts a hand on Lavender and uses where I just saw it. Where to go?
It looks like that, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
She uses Oh my gosh, where did it go? Laying on hands purify poison to help with that.
On Lavender?
Yes.
Okay.
Lavender's going to begrudgingly say thanks.
And Corthina looks at the creature. She's gonna assume at this point it's an animal. And is it, I mean, I know it's like dead, but she's gonna like kind of like examine it to see, like, give her a better idea of what it would be.
Could Lavender do another check to see if she can identify now that it's over the creature based on what she remembers?
Yeah, you can do that.
Always do investigation, I guess. Or would it be history, whatever. 15 from that. 15 from the good image.
Okay, I'm going to be messaging you something here, so.
Alright.
Everyone alright?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm fine. Just hurt my leg a little.
Lavender needs some assistance.
we'll get some ice on that gloom, and then, yeah, Lavender, you take it easy for the night.
That was not fun.
Cortina,
I
are
did
you
have to
okay?
scream.
Me? Wait, what? Who?
Yes.
Lavender?
No, you, Cortina.
Lavender's just going to let a little laugh at that.
I'm okay, thanks. I was in there and I came out here. I missed it by like 5 seconds. You guys just had it obliterated.
Yes, I was right next to you.
Yeah, we missed it.
What even is this thing?
Is there more of this in the forest?
Lavender's just going to sit for a second and say, I'm pretty sure I know much about it. Give me a minute. I need to collect my thoughts.
Right.
Corthina
And she's
looks
going to stand up
around.
and like sheath a sword and start approaching it to like get a better look at it.
I think I should probably set up traps if there's more.
There you go.
things.
Well, Corthina looks around to see if there's like any more of them nearby.
Lavender's just going to look pretty shaken. It's pretty clear she's like really fucked up. She's really shaken by this. She's like near tears.
Oh,
But-
shit.
As
Lavender,
she
what is
goes,
it?
Do you recognize
this isn't what it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's a bloom. This one, something terrible happened to it.
So it's like sick?
No, I've never seen. It's worse than that. It's worse than anything I've ever seen.
Wait, Char.
It's
Could this be
it's
the
not supposed to be.
plague thing?
We could.
Oh, shit. We should
Ask
talk to the
Miss-
system.
I just.
Lavender's just going to turn and just go. This is terrible. I
What
would
is it?
I would suggest we leave her straight away, but we don't really have an option. And you can just tell Lavender's like not saying everything she needs to say, but all she's willing to say at this moment is basically she just goes, "It's sacred. We shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be like this. It's something terrible's happened or something here.
Can we
It-
fix it?
I doubt it, but I think we should if he can. But I doubt it. Anything this powerful. It's one of the most wonderful creatures in existence, but I've never seen something like this." And Lavender just immediately leaves. She just briskly walks off. She's not even trying to like give a defense or explain more.
We can't fix it. We can't help it.
And
Lavender turns and just go. Lavender, right before she reaches the cave, she turns and then briskly walks back and just slices through its head off like in one fell swoop, and then just turns straight around and walks straight back
Yeah.
just to make sure it's dead.
Well, it's dead.
It's all over me.
All
Okay.
right.
oh,
I'm thinking. All right. We should get Sister Marable to take a look at it. Creed's gonna cast light. That way, because I don't think Sister Marable has dark side, does she?
Yeah, she doesn't have dark side, but Sister Maribel wouldn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Why couldn't we
Rica-
help it? Does
We're-
anybody understand why we could not help it?
well,
Lavender's just gone inside and started crying next to Nixie.
Oh.
Well, if it was in pain, we should give it a proper burial. It seems.
Yeah, you guys
Rude.
do that.
Yeah.
Corthina kind of sneaks back in and peeks around the corner. I'm assuming Lavender's over here.
Yeah, she's like trying to hide it, but she's like really upset at this.
Lavender. Corthina like slowly walks up to her. Hey, look. Do you want space right now, or are you gonna be okay?
Lavender just turns to Christina. She's just kind of like, it's a mix of emotions on her face. I think it'd be pretty obvious she doesn't really want to talk to Christina, but she also like feels like it's necessary. And she just goes, "You have to burn the body. Don't let anything remain. Don't keep a single piece of it.
Okay.
Be respectful while you do it."
I got it. And she walks back out, and she's like, "Excuse me, guys, I need some space."
Yeah, that's, imagine Creed already had his tinderbox and he's like trying to get a match going. Just God.
Wait,
And
fuck you.
Christina takes a
Damn.
deep breath, and you see her mouth light up as she opens it wide, and she just does a huge fire breath all over it.
And
Just-
as it catches flames, it emanates. The flame initially starts off as a regular color, but it soon turns to purple and then black as this thing just begins to scorch away and disappear.
Yeah, she like holds the breath for as long as she can to like give it like the most powerful whatever to make sure she gets all of it, and then she stops. Huh.
Fucking
Did we get all
terrifying.
Gardner had put like flowers around it while it was burning.
yeah, Char, if
gives
there's
him
any
burning out.
remnants, it's probably firebolting the small remnants if there's anything left.
Just
At this point, Lavender will have like come back outside and is just watching it to make sure it goes off without a hitch. With like eyes puffy and all that. I imagine Nixie by her side and the dogs like crowded around her. And she whispers something in Sylvan, but I doubt. If Corthina wants to make a check, that'd be cool. But if she
we're
doesn't,
gonna make a check. Hold on, what check is that nonsense?
Intelligence.
Oh, of course I'm not. I got
What
plus
would
one. The one time I roll good. 16.
all right, I'll just say that worked. It's like, and you just hear in someone. She just goes, "I hope you weren't the one I knew. Rest nicely. May you journey back to the Feywild and be safe and sound. May whatever have happened to you allow you to come back."
Corthina trying to keep
May I
Lavender like she would look at Lavender and be like, and she would say in the most crappy Sylvan she could possibly muster. She's like trying really hard. She tries to communicate that like you know these.
Lavender just looks a little shocked and just goes, and she just says it a little bit loud so everyone could hear. I remembered. I met them. They're
They
blooms.
can look like this.
It's not supposed to. It's the most beautiful creature in existence. If you can imagine any animal, it's the peak. They're perfect, covered in flowers. They're sacred. They're not animals. They're not just animals. They're beasts that Fae have attached themselves to. Not just any Fae, powerful Fae. That's why I meant we couldn't help. If anything this powerful could lose itself like that, it's nothing we can mess with. At least not yet.
I'm assuming you know where they're from then?
No.
No? Okay.
And Lavender is just going to just turn and just go. They just exist. They just come into being when the spirits wish.
That's
And
crazy.
nothing should be like this. This is like the antithesis of what it should be.
I can imagine. Just from seeing how upset you are about it.
And Lavender is just going to not mention exactly why, but she's just going to go, yeah, yes, well, I've met them. And she's going to turn around and go inside.
I hope someday we get to meet the nice one.
Yeah.
And Corthina sniffs the air and she's like, oh, good. And she zips back over to the fire.
Alright. I would think even with the alarm on, we should probably take shifts for the night. And I know you're going to be up the Admar, but, 4 eyes is better than, or I guess 2 eyes is better than, it just points at the Admar's skull.
Well, that's a little rude, but I understand.
Sorry. I'm gonna, I'm gonna set out some traps or something, in case there's any more.
Alright.
If they were saying it within earshot, Lavender would just go, honestly, I doubt it. Well, actually, I take that back. You're right about that. Definitely set up traps.
Will do.
Corthina makes sure everybody gets some food. So.
Lavender's just sitting with her sword out, just eating some flowers, just barely touching anything.
If there's anything like leftover extra, she tosses it to like the dogs and the mimic.
And I imagine you can see Nixie scrambling to take whatever she can get to get us some extra food.
Oh, Lexi, just hold on. I can get you another plate. There's plenty. She hands her like another bunch of it.
She's eating a bunch, as much as she can for a 3-foot girl. So. So.
And she gives like a scrap to Lyra and stuff.
I'm guessing everyone eats up and then gets goes to rest, right? Is there anything else that needs to be done, said?
Does
Lavender's
Theodmer sleep at
specifically
all?
not going to get a long rest. She's just going to sit the entire night.
Does Theodmer what?
Does he sleep like at all?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, because of that. Okay.
If you wanted to run away, though, he's too scared to tell.
No, I wanted to search for stuff.
I mean, if you want to
Search Theodmer.
Well,
Rummage through his pocket.
Just ask nicely.
No, it's fine.
Alright, he's gonna head to sleep.
Alright, well, you guys all get a long rest, so go ahead and hit that button.
Yay!
Okay. That's nice. That means I can get my breath weapon back. Yay! That was convenient. And all those points.
Alright. Let's see, the following morning. How's Lavender looking? Is she still shaking?
I imagine she looks awful.
1 second.
But-
Yeah, I need to finish this.
She
She looks at. She barely slept. She did not get a long rest, even though she slipped asleep. She's. She.
Not stirred.
Hold on. Wait a second.
she's reading something right now.
Yeah, I'll just say Lavender is completely silent. She's like the worst she's ever looked. She's just looking at her blade. I don't know. I'm just reading this.
Corthina goes back and restokes the fire up in case anybody wants like food for breakfast or whatever.
Armor was like standing next to Cortina when she woke up.
Oh, he's like standing over her.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good
She kind of
morning,
like
ma'am.
startles a little bit as she like slowly bats her eyes open.
Hello?
Ah, yeah. What do
I
you
had-
need?
I had an urgent matter to discuss with you.
Yeah, okay. What is it?
Well, I know you had, some things to tell us yesterday, but I was going to ask you that morning, and I suppose it was inappropriate to ask you yesterday. Are we friends?
Corthina like bats her eyes at him. Like, I mean, you want to be friends?
Well, yes. I just thought it would be inappropriate to call us friends if I didn't ask first.
Oh, well, I appreciate you asking. Yeah, I mean, we can be friends. I don't see why not.
Excellent. And he walks off.
She kind of watches him kind of awkwardly, like, okay. And then kind of
Lavender-
meanders over to the fire.
Sorry. Lavender is like sheathed her sword by now, and you watch her and she's strapping it to this dogs on her dogs, She's not touching it. She can barely. She looks terrible.
You imagine Creed made his approach rather obvious, though he's not like sneaking up on her or anything. But
Lavender still
like-
jumps anyway.
uh,
And when it takes a lot to make like a 9 foot, 9 foot
Yeah.
lady jump. She fucking jumps.
She gets taller every session. That's what I said.
Yeah, she's slowly growing.
Sari,
You can also see her, like her flowers, like in her character sheet, it's more spring session, but at this point, her hair is like stark white. Her skin's completely gray. Her flowers on her head are wilting. She doesn't look far off from the wilted bloom.
well, that's deeply concerning. I'm not actually good to ask. That's a stupid question. First things first, can Creed make a medicine check?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if she is still having any lingering symptoms from the thing, or if this change is legitimately just like her. And then may I
Okay.
also guidance myself while doing that?
Sure.
Alright, cool. Medicine, and then I get to add, oh, that's an 11. Alright, D4. 15.
Okay. It seems as though whatever she's experiencing has probably nothing to do with the poison. It seems as though it has something to do with something else.
Yeah. I just wanted to be sure.
Of course, under poison.
Yeah.
She should be fine.
So, I can tell you didn't sleep well.
Lavender's just going to turn to him and just kind of snap and just go, I'm an Eladrin. I'm not supposed to sleep. And yet I somehow keep sleeping day after day after day. And you can see her like getting a little bit worked up and just getting a little bit louder, which is abnormal for her. She just goes, dream upon nightmare. And this shouldn't be possible. And she just turns and just goes, I might not agree with Corthina on anything, but and she just shuts. She like can't even think of anything to say. She just goes, "I'm not supposed to be able to sleep," and she just walks out of the cave. Like, I'm not leaving her dogs with Nixie and the mimic. Then she's just going over to where the charred body was, where now it's gone, and she's just sitting by it. She just starts searching it through the ash.
Creed's gonna very awkwardly follow. Like, he's kind of looking back at Corthina in gloom, like, is this a thumbs up? Should I?
We're putting
Christina's
thumbs
kinda
down.
like,
Yeah, I'm just giving you a thumbs down too, dog.
Corthina jumps up and she kind of taps Creed on the shoulders, like tap out. I hold on. And
You're far better at this than I am.
she follows Lavender out, and she kind of stands and
You're
next
going to
to
see
her.
Lavender, like her entire hands are covered with soot and dirt, but there's nothing left to grab. She's trying to dig anyway, and Ling just like see she's trying not to cry, but she's starting to cry anyway.
What are you looking for?
Anything left of it?
You told me to burn it. It's gone.
Well,
She crouches down, and she's like, I'm so sorry.
it was a friend. Now I know. And it was important. She was everything. And now she's gone. And Lavender's just kind of like tearing up, and she just turns to Corthina's like, why am I even telling you this? You're the last person I wanted to talk to right now. After
Yeah.
the stunt you pulled.
Corthina shakes her head. She's like, because this, and she like kind of holds her hand, hovers her hand over it a little bit. This is more important than whatever that yesterday.
And Lavender kind of like laughs at that and just goes, damn right, I suppose, but seriously, we have to talk about that later, but
She pulls out of her satchel a small glass, like empty glass jar, and she like gently scoops some of the ashes and puts them in the jar. And she hands it to Lavender, and she's like, I know this isn't much, but would this be something you would hang on to like because if there's no, she points, it's just like there's no body, and I don't have a big enough jar to take all of it, but
Yeah,
this is what I can do.
Lavender just kind of like smiles at that and says, "Sure, yeah. I hope they're in a better place now." Well, I doubt it.
Well, they
Not
look like
after.
they're suffering, so
I told you the other day before you know like stole everything and ran away and then sold it all behind our back and then you got mad about us not wanting that. But I told you then that I don't have many memories, nothing clear anyway. But
yeah.
And Lavender's just going to kind of like sniff and just go, "This Bloom, I knew them. They were a friend. I don't. They were perfect. They're beings meant. They're. If you can imagine, I know you're from the Freedom States. Have you ever met any? I would doubt it.
I'd say I haven't.
Corthina has not.
Yeah, she says that I have unfortunately not seen one.
Well, Lavender's going to smile at that and go, "Well, actually, that'd be very fortunate indeed. They, like, if you're at crossroads in times of sorrow or transformation, they're supposed to radiate calmness."
As Lavender's talking, slowly trying to like gather the ash up in like a little pile to see if she can get any more of it in the jar.
Lavender's like putting.
You said that we couldn't help it. Was that not true?
They're supposed to radiate calmness and empathy. This and Feywilds are creatures of emotion. If a creature that exists out of that feeling, that exists to be calmed, that exists to be empathetic, if it attacked, it's not it anymore. But
maybe she shakes her head. She's like trying not to
but
like
it doesn't matter.
Lavender. She's trying not to upset Lavender anymore, but she's thinking like, because now Corthina regrets burning it because she didn't want to. She only did it because Lavender asked her to. But she sits there and she's like, her brain is just going crazy, and she's like, you know, it may have attacked you just to get your attention instead of malicious intent.
Lavender's just kind of turns around and goes, "Well, you may be right about that, but it's too late now, and it seemed the only option, and I still think it was. They're a Bloom. I don't remember their name, but it's not supposed to be like this. It's never supposed to be like this. Even in the darkest times of sorrow, the darkest moments, it's always supposed to be there. But someone interfered. Someone. I don't know who it was, but I met them in my dreams. I don't know if it's the goddess that the symbols that we found, but I don't think so.
Corthina keeps like scooping ash and putting it in the jar. It's
something worse. A goddess or a god you can fight with, you can bargain with, you can run from, you can join with another god, and you can think of a way, you can logic your way out of it. This, I don't think you can ever do it. I don't think I can ever escape it. Her, whoever she is.
Well,
she's not supposed to be here.
Have to fix it. We'll have to do that. We'll put that on our list of things to do. And she continues to put ash in the jar.
And Lavender just like turns to her with like a perplexed expression, just goes, "I don't think you can fix this. It's not something to be fixed. It's my fault, whatever it is. I suppose that's what I get for trying to be an adventurer."
Well, then, and Corthina looks at Lavender and she goes, "Well, then you will fix it. And we will be there to support you. At least I will. I can't speak for you."
I'd like to fix it. I'd like your help with that, but... And Lavender just like kind of quiets down. I guess like her last words are just going to be like, "You can't fix something like this."
Well,
and you can see one of her flowers, like she's always had flowers as part of her hair. One of them just falls out and straight into the jar. I guess imagine like in a really like floats down into the jar with it. The rest.
Corthina nods because she's like did her best to get as much in the jar as she could, and the jar's like full, and she's like shaking it down and putting more in there. And when she finally like pretty much fills up the jar as full as she can get, she puts the cap on it and gives it a nice like snug tight, and she looks at it and she's like, I know that you feel this way, but I know we can make it better. You can make it better. And you can doubt me all you want, but it's okay. It's because you're feeling this way. Because I would feel this way. I would feel horrible if something happened like this to a friend of mine. But it'll, in the end, be okay. Not right now. Not tomorrow. Not weeks from now. But it'll be okay.
And Lavender's just going to turn to her and go, that's not how this... Like, you can see she's getting really mad. She just... Like, I know, like, this is out of complete desperation. She's just going, that's not how this works. Have you known... How old are you? And she's, like, actually asking that. Dirkworthina, because she completely forgot.
God, thanks for a moment. She's like, 25?
And Lavender just goes, I don't know much, but I know I've been around centuries. Maybe not as long as that creep in the cave that like loves bones and all that, but I think I've learned a thing or two. He may be in love with that, in love with his gods, but he, from what he said, I think we all know the truth. He lost someone, and he's trying to make it right, but there's things you just can't fix. Do you know how many people I've seen die? How many people have cried out, thinking they would get a second chance, thinking there would be a way around it, thinking they would find a way to fix it, thinking they would get help, or the gods or the fae or their own power, someone would be there to help them, someone would be there to support them, that they would find a way to fix it. And have you known how many I've met that had all of that and still lost, still died? You've seen how many people we killed. Every single one of them thought the exact same way. And that's exactly why I wanted the things you stole and sold. And why I wouldn't accept the money for it. Those things could have been useful. Those things, even if they're cursed, we could have found a way. We could have sold it to the right person. We could have investigated, learned to how they're created, and use that. Not be dependent on things anymore. Not be dependent on Songbird or the others, or constantly play politics, or even be hired to go on adventures to begin with. We would be strong enough not to need that, to be strong enough to fulfill our own destiny, and I know I am not. And I doubt I will ever be now.
Corthina hangs her head. I hear you. But those... I tried to use those objects. The gauntlet. I tried. And I couldn't do it.
I don't... And Lavender's just going to go, I'm not stupid if that's what you think. I know they wouldn't have worked. I know they're infernal. I know they were never in a good situation. But they would have been useful. They could have been leveraging power between the sides. See who comes after us. The next time they come back, if we had used it as a trap, placed the objects in the right way, prepared just enough, we could have caught them in the act. We could have learned things that now we'll never get to learn because they won't come in the same way. They'll know better and they won't need us like that. Or now that they know what we're capable of, they'll be cautious or less cautious. It's a myriad of factors we no longer have access to. Even, remember Shovel, you were there. That hammer was terrible for them, and that's why I never wielded something as cursed as that. But you saw what it did. You saw how he used it. He destroyed it. Not through any means by giving it up. He used it as a sacrifice. And he got something in exchange. He opened a passageway. And that's what I mean. We could have used that. We could have destroyed it. In that way. We could have found someone that would have taken it, a fool that would have been obsessed with it and died. Although I'm sure you wouldn't have agreed to done that. But what I'm trying to say is now we've lost those opportunities. And perhaps I would have agreed if you had explained your plan, but you didn't, and now that's on you.
That's actually a good idea, though. That was a good idea.
Yes,
But
that's
I
what I
didn't
mean.
know that
I
was the
wasn't.
plan.
Well, nobody ever asked, and everyone's always so obsessed with using items. And I agree, to some extent, I'm guilty of that. I really like my cursed items and all that, but not if they're going to take my mind away. I've already got less of it than I should. I mean, I was the first one to rail against Char for his stupid pact and all that, and then it turns out I had a pact, but that's besides the point. We lost those
Yeah.
opportunities, and now if there's any more treasures out there, I doubt they're going to be hid in the open like that. I doubt we can simply dig them up, and it'll be even harder to get new ones, and we'll have less leverage because now we have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. Even if we had kept the things and returned to Lady Songbird, we could have used them. We could have threatened her. We could have said we hid them somewhere. We could have traded them for more. But we lost all of that now. So I
guess-
understand where you're coming from, and I understand, and I try to value your opinion. That's why I'm teaching you Sylvan and all that draconic from you. I want to learn from you, and I want to be your friend, but please never do that again. It's hard enough as it is. I don't need another enemy.
Well, we don't want that. I don't want to be your enemy. We don't need any more fighting. But I need you to be more clear in what you want. Like, if you told me from the beginnings you wanted these items for leverage, my first question would have been why. Like, what is your intent? Like, that is something I genuinely don't understand about you. And we'll get there. We'll get there. You can tell me your intent for
And Lavender
everything.
just cuts her off at that and just goes, okay, I'll make myself very clear because I don't think I've got anything else left to say, but I think I should be very clear at this before we have to leave and then get killed somewhere else on the way road before we have a chance to talk about. I am very clear now. The dreams, everything, I need to be powerful. I can't rely on you, you can't rely on me. I need to be someone strong, someone. That's the entire reason I got hired. That's the entire reason I've come along, despite, all the eccentricities, the reasons why I keep people around. I need to get stronger. I need to get powerful. And that means doing whatever I have to do, whether that means using a demonic artifact or trading it for leverage. But when it comes down to it, I don't wish to follow simple whims of a court, of some little stone call that all they are good for is making food, and it seems that it's not even on them. That seems to be some magical properties we don't know about yet. Because, well, that's a whole other story, but all I'm trying to say is you can't just give up everything straight away. We either have to use it or find a way to abuse it. Not just following all the rules, regardless of how it'll end us.
What if I told you I knew a guy who probably can help you get information on how to make yourself more powerful?
Oh, I'll take that on a heartbeat. Damn.
All right. Well, then, when we get back to Stonecall, I will take you to that person. Okay?
All right. And Lavender's just going to smile and just go take the jar and says, friends.
Of course, friends.
All right, let's get going. I don't want to be around here anymore.
I completely understand. She stands up and helps Lavender stand up, even though Lavender's like 2 feet taller than she is, 3 feet taller than her.
Well, according to your character sheets, Corthina is actually taller than Lavender.
What?
Oh damn, I need to fix that. Where? Well, yeah, Lavender's has grown an inch every single second she's on screen. In her mind.
Because I thought she was... Because initially way back, I thought Lavender was like 8 feet tall.
No, Lavender's written height is 6'5".
Oh, I'm only 2 inches taller. Well, that's no big deal.
Well, I'll change it back to 8 foot.
Every
single session, I'm going to change it slightly. A little smaller, a little bigger.
That's going to be fun.
I mean, she's a fucking Eladrin who can change your entire skin appearance and stuff. I am magic and she can change your height.
That's dope.
Okay. Alright. Is there anything important you guys want to do while you're still here?
I don't think there's anything important.
Alright. Well, in that case, you guys clean up camp and you set off. Let me go back to here.
Clap. Bitty clap.
Sound of coconuts as you go all the way back to Stonecall. Now, let me go ahead and open up Stonecall here. All right, let me go ahead and delete that.
Lion?
Huh?
Should we be concerned
Oh,
about
sorry. Hang on. There we go.
Oh.
Anyway, as you guys make your approach into,
Tiger Claw, but it's a lion, damn.
he's a Leonin,
Go with it.
you know. Anyway, as you guys make your approach,
Okay, I'm sorry, I was racist.
make your approach into Stonecall, and you do go in. You enter into Stonecall. You see a group of guards form and make a wall around the entire party. And
What?
the lead officer steps forward, eyes squarely locked onto Creed.
It's not.
And he has this kind of neutral expression that seems to be trying too hard not to be anything else. And he says, Creed's Kopik. Citizen or registered visitor, I guess? You are to be temporarily detained under Code L17, Clause B, Subnote 3, for individuals of notable temperament and or arcane taint. Read the charges. A small, a younger guard steps forward. Your charges include the following: moral displacement by proxy, intent to loiter while charming, unregulated consumption of distilled substances, including those labeled for human use only, and finally, suspicion of improper social engagement with one or more of the Duke's nieces, plural noted, though unconfirmed. For our paperwork, which niece was it, sir?
Athena glares at
you're-
Creed.
You're mistaken. I'm Creed. And Dodmer lifts his hand.
Sir, answer the question, please.
I mean, I have several questions of my own, but I don't recall sleeping with a noble duke's niece.
So, multiple, allegedly. Alright. Well, as the kingdom maintains its standards for harmony and heritage, we trust you understand the need for temporary separation.
Hang on, can we rewind a bit? Did you charge me for drinking something for, quote, humans?
Please dismount, sir.
Are you saying I'm not a human?
And they're gonna grab you and start pulling you off the horse, and they're gonna slap some cuffs onto you.
We have registration.
Athena jumps off the horse.
And the head guard is gonna say, "Don't worry, we'll keep you plenty hydrated." And
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
Great.
We should.
and
Does Cortina know
Creed,
any of these guys? Where'd he go? Okay.
and Creed is led away in shackles.
I'm gonna cast message from Creed.
Athena scoffs and grabs Creed's horse, and she grabs her own horse. Really? Oh my god! And she just starts storming off with the horses because we have to bring them back to the thing anyway.
I'm gonna cast message on Creed. I'm gonna say, should we make a mess here, or
I don't even know if these charges are legit.
so should I make the call?
I'll follow him secretly, guys.
Oh, Gloom, take my arm with you. If you can get my arm to him, that'd be very useful. And like give her my left arm.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll try.
Go ahead and make a stealth check at disadvantage.
Hang on.
Ooh.
Is it dim lights outside?
No,
Okay.
it's just trying to follow him. I'm requiring a disadvantage.
No.
Yeah, you're not able to, like, you get to a point where someone like sees you and they boot you away, and Creed is led somewhere that you don't know where he's going within the castle walls.
Can I just follow without sneaking?
Yeah, Char just wants to follow without sneaking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're gonna prevent you from following because he's led into the barracks, the Royal Guard barracks.
I'll go talk to somebody. I might be able to figure out what the heck's going on.
Shouldn't we
Lavender's
just get a lady
in her human
Flounder?
disguise and just goes, "I'll come with you." Nixie, would you like to come with? And would you like to stay here? I know it's your first time in Stonecall.
Yes. I'm following you.
All right, let's get going.
Well, Cortina looks actually at Lavender. She's like, I'm going into the military quarter So
Oh, yeah.
if a huge lion guy decides to come yell at me, don't worry about it.
All right, I'll try not to
Start
do that.
guiding the horses.
Well, this won't do, so I would like to go to terrific taxidermy.
What?
Why are you going to terrific taxidermy? Are you doing that just to appease me?
No.
Okay.
I can totally see him doing that just on his own free will.
Well, all right. Well, you guys, I mean, I guess, well, Creed's actually not there, so let's go and do that. You guys are going to the military quarter. So you enter into terrific taxidermy and smoothies, and inside you see what looks to be, the person looks almost like an owl. And he cranks his head around.
Ooh, an owl.
Ooh, visitors!
I love Alan.
What? Do you have an animal that needs to be stuffed?
Oh, my friend, I'm here for one of your services, and it is not smoothies.
Oh, that's a shame. But am I stuffing an animal?
Well, I come bearing a different thing I can buy from you, which I think will benefit the both of us.
And he's gonna sit there with a weird smile and wait. And he's tapping his fingers like really fast.
Don't worry, I'll bring you an animal at some point. However, that is not what I'm here for today.
He's still tapping his fingers and waiting for a response. He's just waiting.
So, would you... I know you dispose of the bones afterwards, as that is what most people do in this business. Would I be able to buy those bones off of you? For a discount price, of course.
You obviously don't know what's in my smoothies.
Can I have your smoothies without the bland bones?
You've never heard of bone meal?
No. I don't need bone meal. I need the bones.
Well, I turn the bones into bone meal. And I give it over to Granny's garden.
Oh.
The bones are not for sale.
Oh.
Can I interest you in a smoothie?
Okay, VM, I would like to ask. So I can technically use a pile of bones. Can I use a pile of bone meal?
If you want to buy it from Granny's
Like a
garden,
slime.
but the Granny's garden is closed at the moment.
This is so cringe. You know what? Do you have any taxidermied humanoids?
No, why would I taxidermy a human? We bury those people.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate then. Well, you have a good day.
You too. And come back for a smoothie.
I will not. And he leaves.
That's way to be a buzzkill, bro. I will not go back for a smoothie.
All right, Gloom and Char, are you guys doing anything here, or are you guys following Lavender and Corthina?
Char is probably just gonna follow Bloom for a little bit. He doesn't really have any money, so he's probably just gonna wait for.
Of course you got money. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we all get the How much was it per person? 1,000?
800.
800 per
Oh, damn.
person.
Yeah,
I don't know who
I knew
picked
that.
up the whole satchel, though.
Gloom did.
Yeah,
Lavender eventually just took out the
Gloom has-
800.
Okay.
800. Did Bloom distribute that, or
Gloom has 4,000 gold on her if nobody took their share yet.
yeah? Char's waiting for a share.
Lavender definitely did eventually.
So 3,200 on Gloom. I imagine Char, you ask for yours and you get yours. But
Yay!
What do-
Lavender said she got hers eventually.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lavender got it before she headed back. After
Okay.
talking with Cortina.
so Char and Gloom, what are you guys doing?
Char's gonna go to the Arcane Arbitrage and Enchanter Emporium.
Okay. You walk in and say, "Oh, how can I help you?"
Hi. I was wondering, would you perchance have any rings that could pass, like, the spell Identify?
We don't have any in stock, but we can certainly have one enchanted for that.
That would be amazing. How much would that cost?
280 gold.
That sounds perfect. I was gonna hand him the 280 gold.
Okay. Come back in the morning and we will have it for you.
Thank you. And Char leaves.
Okay. Gloom, are you doing anything?
I mean, I guess Cortina and Lavender are taking care of it. I just want to see what happens if I go to the bookstore.
All right.
Do not sign a contract. Do not sign a contract. Do not sign a
So
contract.
you walk into the bookstore. You walk into the bookstore, and you hear from behind the bookshelves. Ah, one of you, please avoid getting your slime on my books if you can avoid it.
They like sign contracts or something.
He's gonna like perk around the corner. He's gonna look you up and down. And what could you possibly offer me? No matter. Even little leeches have their uses, if you know where to place them. What sort of contract are you needing?
To see what you'd offer me.
Well, I guess it depends on what you want.
I'd like to be stronger, I guess.
Well, if you wish to be stronger,
Yeah.
here's what you should do. If someone stabs you, you stab them back. And if they compliment you, you stab them twice, just to be safe.
Blue boy.
Doesn't she have like arm on me? On her?
Yes, I'm assuming so.
Oh, I still have it.
Yeah, so Dodmer's arm is just sort of just like waving like with a no.
And
like a,
hello to you as well, Mr. Necromancer.
He gives you a middle finger.
How rude. Please do throw his hand outside of the shop for me.
Okay. She'll
I love
throw
how
it,
Gloom is
I
just
guess.
willing to throw it away.
Can I grab
I'll
on?
come back for it.
And now I must know. You are here to seek a contract, but you don't wish to tell me what it is you want. Very strange. Are you simply offering your services?
Well, I just, you did stuff for Char. I kind of just wanted to see.
Ah, yes, the Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
I don't have much respect for that snide weasel.
You the one who gave him the contract. Why don't you like him anymore?
Because the contract was broken and there's nothing I can do about it.
Do you know how it was broken?
Meddlesome gods.
Which god?
This is getting off track. What do you want, little tadpole?
You know what? Do you know anything about Revan or where he is?
Revan
How I
Alice.
can find him? Yeah.
Well, last I checked, he was pissing himself at the Thieves Guild, and then he went off to... He fled to the west. To Lockhorn. Probably to pursue other ventures.
Interesting.
Is there a specific reason you are seeking Revan Alice, or is it simply to give him your admiration? Or perhaps you are searching for information on your village?
You know about that?
I know about lots of things.
So, I'm guessing he's the guy who did it?
He is a... And he's going to hold up finger quotes. Guy. Who pursued in the massacre of your people, yes. Following orders, sure.
Do you know who gave the orders?
Why, of course I do.
Can you tell me?
And what do you have to offer me?
I'm pretty sneaky. Kind of good at lying.
Kind of good at lying. You couldn't lie your way out of a shoebox.
I think I'm pretty good, but
If you haven't noticed, he's very condescending.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, if you're not gonna, help me or anything, I guess I'll just go.
You already have the answer. I guess Member of the Frog is a real thing. How about this? I will come up with a task and I will send for you. In exchange, I will just simply let you know. Duke Bradshaw is the one responsible for the death of your family and of your parents. The fact that General Blackthorn took pleasure in the process is a different matter entirely.
Duke Bradshaw, right?
Duke Bradshaw, yes. The king's brother. Have fun with that information. And he's gonna wave you off.
Then we'll go and, I guess, pick up the Admiral's hand.
Still flicking you off, yes.
Man, he was rude. Kind of hate him.
And that's a thumbs up.
I kind of hate him.
He's kind of an asshole to people he thinks himself above. It's just how it is. All
I
right.
guess if Char's here, she'll go to Char.
But you made a deal with that ass at Char?
Where'd you go?
Just around.
Okay.
All right.
I got us a ring of identify, so I'll have to go grab it tomorrow morning.
Should we
Oh, great.
break Creed out?
Yeah, do we go to Lady Songbird? Couldn't she just handle this?
Did she?
As you guys were splitting up, Corthina said she was going to go to the military guild and talk to somebody and try to bail him out.
Okay.
Because
So,
she knows people.
all right.
There.
Well, you go over to the military quarter and you find that General Tiger Claw is not there.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not going to get my back stepped on. All right. And she kind of walks around and tries to find another like general or lieutenant or somebody of a high rank.
Okay.
That she would know.
Well,
I'm looking. Character sheet. I don't think I know anybody.
you do find a one Captain Restu Aporga.
Okay.
Here, let me go ahead and copy that and send it to you. And that is someone you would know. And he seems to be talking to another person that you are aware of. And over off, like, just kind of whittling away at something, like at a piece of wood, you see someone that is named that.
Okay.
But the first two are talking to each other.
Okay. She sits there and she's kind of thinking, like, in her head. She's like, okay, I don't want to bug anybody. And she looks at Lavender.
Here, I'm gonna give you
did the
this.
others catch up or no?
So these are their. This is like what you know about them. So,
Okay.
I mean, are they going after you, or are you guys wanting to go talk to Lady Songbird?
Lavender would be with her in our human disguise, although she's still quite tall. And I guess Nixie would be there too, with the dogs.
Okay, I just want to make sure I know who's with me, because she's going to turn and look at Lavender, and she's going to be like, play it cool. Just play it cool.
That's a cucumber.
Thank you. And she walks over to. I'm sorry, that was a funny gif. Right. She walks over to Lieutenant Ankiss Lightfoot.
Okay.
Ankiss Lightfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah. She walks over to him and she says, "Lieutenant," and she puts her hand up and like goes back down.
And he looks up at you, still carving away at his wood thing.
So I was wondering if you could direct me or something, because one of my companions got arrested and I need to know exactly like what the depth of that is. Can you please help me out getting that information so we could possibly bail him out if there is a bail on him?
Oh, is that one your boyfriend?
She just sits there and just chokes on herself. No.
Last I heard,
No.
General Tiger Claw went to go talk to him.
She's sitting there and she's like, okay. And she looks at Lavender and starts walking away. Thank you. She looks at Lavender and she puts her hand on Lavender's shoulder. Yeah, he'll be fine. We'll get him back.
And
don't worry.
Lavender's just going to smirk at that. It's just, oh, cheating on me already. But it's all seriously, okay, wait, who's the Lionfeld guy? I think I met him on the way in months ago, but
You've seen him, you've not said anything to him.
who's he?
What?
What's he like?
Leonin? General Tiger Claw?
General
Okay.
Tiger Claw.
Yeah,
Corthina like has her hands
Corthina.
on her hips now, like redder than she already is, just completely embarrassed. And she's walking back out towards the Merchants Guild instead of the military, walking out of the military quarter. Yeah, no, he's my mentor. Good guy. Very, very aggressively training. He's the one who told me to eat that cow's leg, which I ended up sharing because my stomach is not as large as his. Great guy. Creed's in for one though. Yeah, he'll be fine. You know, just don't worry about him. We'll get him back. I'll meet up with Tiger Claw later, General Tiger Claw later, and she like looks over her shoulder, make sure no one hears her like address him wrong. Yeah, we'll be fine. And she like kind of walks out a little faster. We gotta tell everybody else that he's fine. Don't worry about it.
If you say so.
I promise. I swear. I guarantee it. So then she just
alright, then.
like hustles out of the military quarter into the merchant's quarter to go find the others.
Okay. I gotta make a map for the military quarter and all the other spots, but
Okay, guys, she's like looking and like looking down blocks, like, guys, where are you? Hello, guys, where are you?
Oh, we're over here.
Right here.
As she's like running around, she sees you like in a little crowd of like, oh, and she hustles over. Lavender's right behind her, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And she sits there and she's like, we don't need to worry about Creed. He's fine. Apparently he did some sketchy shit and they're just double checking it wasn't him or somebody else. Because it was dark.
Well, that's not actually any good. I will say that's not particularly settling for me. And Lavender
Wait,
just turned and goes, well, that was the other thing I was thinking about on our walk over. You went back last night, right? And that's when you met with Tiger Claw and you turned in all the items, even though, you know, I'm going to shut up about that. We're done with that. But that got me thinking, what if it feels too much to be a coincidence? I would bet, well, not much. I would bet something. I'd bet something. I'd bet something that somebody saw you talk with Tiger Claw and figured that Creed was behind it or in charge of it or something to do with that and wants to get rid of him. And well, you should know, I think we all should know that disguise self is a hard spell. I mean, Thelmer and is Thelmer with us now? No, Thelmer wouldn't be. It's Thelmer's arm. She's just going to look at the arm. Oh, she's just going to turn to Thelmer and just goes, I mean, he looks like a human right now. It wouldn't be that hard for someone that's met Creed or we've already had encounters with people following us, you know, the Thorns Guard and all that. It wouldn't surprise me if the Thorns Guard transformed into Creed, followed him around, and now is attempting to put the blame on him for something. Even if your boss
genuinely stressed.
is
like she's trying not
fine.
to, like, she's trying to like reserve herself, but she's like genuinely like her eyes are like immediately looking at the floor, and she's like looking back and forth, and she looks at Lavender and she's like, I promise, I will give you my share of the gold, guarantee. There's nothing going on.
No,
It's fine.
it's no. Lavender says no. I don't
can
even
go in
blame-
there and
I
get
don't
him.
think
I
it's your.
can if I want to.
I don't think it's your. I don't think it's your. Your. What's his name? The lion dude. I don't think it's him. I don't think he's in on it. I don't think anyone's in on it. Not you, not them. But I think they're counting on that. They're counting on you to break in, and so they can label you evil for doing so. And if you don't, and the lion dude sides with him, they'll make Creed look like even worse, so they can use him as a scapegoat. They'll say Creed did something, and your boss let him go. Until we know who's behind it, nothing can be for certain, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's their plan. Destabilize the government by portraying them as fools.
Oh, I promise everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I
Well,
swear.
should we
Let's.
go to the jail and go wait for him to get released or something? Like,
Yeah, we can
That
do
was
that.
cool.
I don't mind that. We could do that. Corthina's like, let's go. Let's go do that.
Lavender's just looking carefully and just goes, I don't recommend it, but if we're doing this, we best be careful.
All right, so you guys
Last thing we
go,
need is to fight at the jail.
and you wait outside the barracks, and after let's say about 2 hours after Creed is arrested, you see that he is led out by a man in these long blue robes. That basically says, "All right, pretty boy, don't do anything else with chickens," and kind of like pushes him over towards the party.
Yep, you got it. You got it, bud.
Are you okay?
What happened, Creed?
Oh, Corthina's standing in the back. Oh no.
I think I almost pissed myself.
Oh, so you didn't. That's good.
I'm not sure.
Go stand
But
over
what was
there.
wrong? What was up with them? Why did they want you? What happened? Tell us now.
Go home, guys.
Lavender's about to
I'm
shake him.
hungry.
We should probably do this at our house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that's
do
it.
that.
I agree. Let's go to Wisteria Manor right now.
Let's not air out his dirty laundry. Let's go. And Corthina just starts skipping back to the friggin' estate.
All right. And arriving back at the safe house, you can tell it's now like cresting on night. Sister Maribel is very clearly confused about what's going on with the dynamic of the party. Nixie's just like also wondering what the hell is happening. What did I make a mistake joining up with these dysfunctional people? They're questioning their life choices right now.
Corthina is just trying to be like, she is like over the top, cheerful, bombastic, and she's like, looks like she's on crack right now, trying to distract from what just happened. As we're heading home, like the whole time, she's like pointing out random shit, talking to random people, waving at random guards, and talking to them like she's
All right.
just-
Okay. I'm sorry. Just because you said that, Lavender's just going to do an insight check to see, like, if you knew anything about what was going to happen.
Yeah, Char wants to make an insight too.
That is.
Oh no!
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Come on, give me a good roll. Give me a good.
Corthina, there's very clearly something very wrong with Corthina.
Yeah.
Lavender's just going to turn to her and says, "Now that Creed's out of it, can you please explain what's going on? Because I thought my theory was pretty good. It obviously seems like you were in on it."
It's fine. He's fine. She points like, he's fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I told you. He's gonna go in and come out, and he's fine. And
Lavender's going to turn to Creed and go, "Do you think you're fine? Can you ask her about it?"
no, we're fine. Lavender, and she grabs Lavender's hand, and she just starts walking like up the stairs, like to her room.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we're at
how
the manor already.
forward.
Creed is immediately looking for any booze.
No,
Char is
he's upstairs. It doesn't matter. You see, if you go to the kitchen, you see like cooking alcohol, but that's about it. Like anything like she would use more to cook. It doesn't taste good to drink, but it's good to cook with. But Corthina does drag Lavender upstairs into her room and slam the door.
And Lavender just looks at her expectantly, like, What's going on?
Okay, if you must know, I may have accidentally blurted out stuff to my lieutenant, and he said he could do some things for me. I didn't ask him deliberately to do it, he just kind of did it. So, yes, I did know exactly what was going on, and I apologize.
Okay. Wait. So what did he do? What did he tell?
Don't worry
What?
about it, please. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm good. I need a bath. And she sits there and she's just rummaging through her stuff to get like a towel and shit.
All right, fine. But you know I'm going to be curious until you tell me. So I'll leave you alone for now.
I'll tell you at some point. I'm just so horrified and embarrassed. I didn't think it was gonna happen like this.
I'm just going to go downstairs and get Nixie. I'm going to tuck her into my room. And that's what Lavender's actually going to go do. Just get Nixie into her room, like, just give it to her. Because she doesn't really need to sleep. She's just going to use the chair outside and all that.
Okay.
Let's see. Jar, did you stash that wine anywhere?
I'm pretty sure you drank the rest of it.
No, because like there was supposed to be a set. Oh wait, I think you're right.
Are you trying to drink anyways?
No, I'm not trying to. Wait, give me a second. Creed's gonna like hop upstairs. He's goes into his bedroom, starts like ruffling under his mattress. Just, aha, fucking yeah. He pulls out like a thing of scotch. And he goes to the window, pops the cork, and just begins pouring it.
Lavender's just going to do a perception check to see if she hears it.
I mean, I definitely hear a cork opening.
7. Damn, she didn't hear shit.
Damn.
Are you outside?
With her
No,
hearing, you would think.
Lavender would be with Corthina right now.
Oh, Corthina's going down to the bath.
No, because you said you put Nixie
down.
into bed, but I'm asking if you're going outside. Because I imagine Creed, you're dumping it out.
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right,
Lavender
okay. So Lavender walks out, and you can see Creed is pouring it out, and it lands right on your face.
Lavender
shit.
just opens her mouth.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay, that was actually a pretty good one, but I'm glad you're done with that. And this is like in between sputters. She's not getting out of the way. I imagine Crew tries to move it out of her way. She just keeps moving to be in the range.
Lavender needs this drink.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I need to get rid of all of this. Anyway.
If Lavender gets turned, like, it looks up to him and goes, "If you want it, I could really use it right now."
I would drop the bottle for you, but I'm also on like the second story.
I'm 2 feet below you. Just give it to me.
Alright.
Freakishly tall.
Yeah, honestly, she could reach up like if she's 9 foot tall, she could probably reach to like 14 feet.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what she's doing. She just takes the bottle and starts gulping it down. Her flowers have started to come back a little bit. They're like still mostly wilted, but there's a little more color to it, even if it's this white.
That fucking sucked. Yeah, that sucked to do. Okay.
I'm proud of you, and I'm glad I don't have to deck you right now. Although I do want to hear your side of the story. I'll come if you let me come in.
She's standing outside his window,
Like, am I
"Come
gonna
on,
stop
Ellie."
you?
Lavender, add that. Take that out as a yes and just hauls herself up through the second story window.
Oh,
All right, so
Love
what happened in that jail?
I love her so much.
wow. Well, a whole lot of things. So, they dragged me in there kicking and screaming, because again, I thought I was about to get lobbed in like a cell for the rest of my life. I'm still not really sure what the whole, drinking drinks for explicitly humans was all about. They never really explained that part, and I'm kind of pissed about that. But, no, this, big Leonin guy. He sat me down and, to keep things brief, he told me to stop being a drunk and to stop being a man whore, which are...
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm scared to fail, because I feel like he might hit harder than you do. Respectfully.
Oh, I hope that's not a competition. But I'll be.
I
Let's hope he
want
doesn't.
you to make 2 rolls for me. So Creed, roll for deception, and Corthina, roll for insight.
Corthina or Lavender?
No, sorry,
I didn't even
Lavender.
know I was-
Lavender, roll insight. I'm
Okay.
just for purposes.
All right.
For purposes,
Nice.
okay.
For
I didn't
purposes.
even realize what I was.
All right.
Yeah.
That is an 18. Somehow I'm getting good rolls right now.
Okay. You can tell that there's something Creed is not talking about.
Creed. And Lavender does your mom face and goes, I fucking, like, if you tell my stuff, I'll tell you. We can trade secrets if that's what you want, but I need to know what's going on.
Well, they, Creed's kind of like drumming his knee. But they did also hand me off a thing to read, and honestly, I'm a little scared to open it, but, they said it was from some informant. Honestly, I'm scared that I can even look at it.
I can open it if you want. Although, I will be honest, if you're scared if it's magical or something, I can check for that as well.
You know what, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Creed is gonna cast Detect Magic, just right quick.
Okay. It's not magical.
Is there anything else magic in the room? No scrying sensors or bugs in the wall?
For your ability when it comes to this particular spell, you do not detect anything.
Lavender's
Okay.
just for the hell of it. She's going to do She's going to detect concentrated magic within 60 feet of her.
Again, you're not going to pick up or detect anything.
Any spell or any magic item that isn't down total cover.
I will say there are powers that have the capability of subverting these spells. This is more metagame. This is like metagaming level stuff, but you know.
All right. So.
All right, yeah, that's. I'm gonna take a look at this, and if I started looking too shocked, then you are going to, I don't know, reassure me or something.
Yeah.
Just gonna take the note out and unravel it. What do we got here?
It written in. Okay, so this is what you see.
Wonderful. Mm. Oh. Mosque. Questions, even make an answer possible.
From your perspective, Lavender, he opened what looks to be a empty scroll. There's nothing written on it from what you can see.
Well, an empty scroll does not seem very reassuring. I take it there's more to that to you.
Yes. Wow. Okay, that's a really. I need to figure out how to do that. I feel like that'd just be really convenient. The magic ink or whatever this is, but fuck. Okay, we might mine holds on the way back to the Freedom States.
I mean, yes.
Ish.
Are we headed that way? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, there's evidently something for me there.
Would you care to be more specific?
Yeah. I do need to be more honest. I don't know how the hell they got these information. Apparently, there's a Mother Saravel there. She allegedly has some answers for me, but I only get 3 questions.
Well, cryptic at all and not scary to think about, but I hope it works. I hope you'll find what you're looking for.
Like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Like, it's like, what am I supposed to ask? Like, why doesn't God answer me? It's like, because you're cursed. And it's like, why am I cursed? And I don't fucking know. Because dad might have done it, or mom, or another ancestor.
Well, yeah. It seems we all have problems to deal with gloom, you know. Well, for gloom is gloom, and she's got her dead village, which sucks ass. Nixie, well, she is new, but she's got terrible parents, and she's run away from home, and honestly, looks like she hasn't eaten a meal in her life. But great music. I don't. That new lady, cleric lady, I haven't talked to her much. That's her entire thing is like her people are dead, which sucks too. Char, he's got like so many gods fighting over him. He's like the hot new commodity, and he signs his pact with the devil that somehow breaks without me noticing. Who else? Gorthina is Gorthina. She's got mommy issues and daddy issues and every single type of issue that has to do with authority figures. Uh, who else? And now you, with Orcus, and now this new scroll of a strange question lady. And of course, now me with... Oh, I should have told you. Now I have something to do with some supremely powerful Fae creature that can corrupt a Fae that might as well be Arch. So we're all fucked.
Wow. Fuck.
Oh, and I forgot to... I mean, I thought Throudmere. I guess, and Lavender leans down and he just goes, to be honest, I just want his bones for my dogs. His skeletons creep... I mean, his undead creep me out.
No,
I'm no
absolutely. Yeah, I don't... like... Yeah, that shit
I mean, he's a
creeps
nice
me the
guy,
fuck out there.
but...
He's really nice, but it's also
Yeah.
necromancy, and I don't know how to feel about it, and nothing in the Bible, like, should allow this.
Oh, I love necromancy, but I don't like the idea of him taking my bones.
Oh,
I think that's the end. Yeah, I'm just glad he didn't think of using that bloom. Well, not custodian bloom. I should probably tell you too. I'm trying to be the honest of full disclosure, which feels kind of pointless when you're even more fucked up than I am. But it feels kind of pointless being dishonest. I knew that gloom. I mean bloom, not gloom. I didn't know
Okay,
gloom. I knew bloom.
I was gonna say, I hope you know Gloom, but, okay, so, okay, Jesus, that's a lot to process. You knew the Bloom, like, personally? Like,
Yeah, straight up. Personally, I think it's pretty obvious. I gotta come clean too. I've been punching you about drinking, but I need to be honest with you too. I made up that story about having a good family. I made up the story about, like, knowing my past. Like, I was just kind of rubbing it in your face. I just felt a little tipsy during that time, and I just really wanted to make fun of you in a nice, fun way that maybe got your spirits up and made you think you'd come over and say hi and have a nice family. But I don't know about that. Not anymore. I don't know if I have a family.
you see, Creed was, like, 100% about it, like, daring you, like, you fucking...
Yeah, that's like, and Lavender's just going to smile at that and just go, well, yeah, I've been having dreams, and I think that's the kind of the point. I kind of yelled at you about that, but I know you're caught in you're in your old shit. I really should have been asking more about you, to be honest.
No,
But-
no, don't... Listen,
I
if something's going on, feel free to talk about it. If you want help with these dreams, I can try to decipher them, or Char, I
no.
imagine, or the Atma.
Well, it's pretty clear now. I had a dream well, it was about 2 nights ago, whatever, when we were in the Freedom States. Still, I had a dream, a very terrible one, after we killed, my friend. After that, we I had a dream, and that's what I was trying to say. You're tieflings, I know. I'm the only non-human creature that should rest. Like Felmer, he doesn't sleep, but he's not supposed to either. I would be more concerned if he did have dreams, but he doesn't. But I'm not supposed to have dreams. I'm not supposed to have anything like that. Do you get how weird that is? Eladrin Eladrin are elves. They're like the most primordial. I think we're cooler than everyone else, I'll be honest about that, but how many elves have you met? Like, I'm sure you met plenty. I saw Eladrin in your village. They're elves, Eladrin, drow, they're not supposed to dream. You don't dream. You're never supposed to do that. It's whole poetry books about that. The fact we don't. Entire cultures are built around that, and yet it happens. For me. And not in any good way. What I saw, it was something worse. You had Orcus. Char has whoever's fighting over him now. He's like the sugar daddy of all of them. Or, I don't know, the opposite. I guess had some... Yeah, I mean, tell me about it. But mine was something different. A lady. I think she did something to the bloom, or perhaps it was me. She had no age. She was ageless, and I don't mean as in she just looked great for her age. As in she literally became a baby in front of my eyes. She became a young woman, old, not in any order, not anything that made sense, and yet she knew everything about me. She knows more about me than I do. And she said something that scares me more than anything. Not only was the bloom there, the bloom we killed, she had it again. She was the one, she probably controlled it. She was the one that corrupted it. And she had it yet again. And yet, she called it her gift.
The bloom, was it the rotten one? Or was
the
it
hollow bloom.
healthy again?
It was still
when you
hollow.
saw her indeed.
It was still the hollow bloom. Which makes me even more scared. I don't know if it was a dream figure or if the hollow bloom really returned to the Feywild. But whatever happened, it wasn't good. And she knew something about my sword. I have never questioned it, but why do I have this sword? I'm no weaponsmith, but it's a moon sword. It's nothing. You don't buy this anywhere easily. You don't find this anywhere easily. And yet it's... And you'd think I would use some other weapon, being me. I could have used a spear, and something to increase range, anything, but no. And I prefer force. Huge swords like these don't work well in close quarters in force. Knives, something smaller, something different. But no, this huge sword. It's all I have.
Maybe we can go to the one of the blacksmiths in towns. They can not appraise it, that's not the word I'm looking for, but look at it through a smith's eyes, see if they can find a proper origin. Maybe it has a, I don't know, unique blade shape belonging to somewhere specific that might be able to give us a lead.
Let's hope. But I don't like it. I certainly do not like it. Which begs the question, what do you think we should do? I'm quite lost at this point. I was quite content for a while to work with Stonecoal, get stronger and all that. And still, I should reiterate, that's my priority, to get stronger so we can face these foes, but... What do you think? What should... I don't know where we're head.
Well, I would think first order of business would be gather everyone. It's not just our decision, this is a group decision, but if I were to throw something out there, I'm almost inclined to leave behind this whole stone called business. We have our own issues, plenty of them at that. I would think we need to get that sorted. Because think about it this way. If you are still after this ideal of power, you need to get your head straight, right? That's the best tool, weapon, armor you can have is your head.
I would agree with you on that, but the only problem with that is, well, I'm afraid that without the power, I won't have a way to screw my head on right. I mean,
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen, no, we get your head straight. We get everyone's head straight. We are all instantly going to become better, smarter, faster, more tactical. There is no downside to taking time to figure out our issues.
let's hope so. I'm not optimistic. For all we know, the minute you find exactly the backstory between you and Orcus, he appears and eats you. That's what I'm most afraid of.
Yeah, well, if he eats me, then I don't know. He won't have to worry about punching me anymore.
Well, let's hope. Just let me know if you're getting too close. I'm glad you poured all that out. But, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we need to like sit down and talk about these things. Like fucking, okay. This is going to sound stupid, like really stupid. This happened like 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. We had just escaped the dark forest where the ancient heroes were, right? We just got out. I had a weird ass dream. Char also had a weird ass dream. Cortina looked really groggy, and we want to talk to her about the dream. And then we just never got the chance to. No one wanted to talk about it. Like, did you have another one of your dreams back then?
Yes, but to be quite honest, I'm not completely sure it's related. It's either a goddess that... did we mention that it was... I could have sworn we did. We talked to you about it, didn't we? The goddess. The goddess that's making a comeback.
The
I forget
goddess
her
that's...
name. Oh.
The name is
I'm sorry,
Somnia.
I've been in my... Yeah, Somnia. Like insomnia, but the opposite.
That does sound faintly familiar. I think you might have mentioned that. You're right.
I'm afraid she's either the one behind all of this, or the worst case scenario, she's both a fae and a goddess, and that would be the worst possible scenario. But I'm more inclined to believe there's at least 2 forces at play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, do y'all want to go join the others?
Probably a good idea. Or
Maybe
we
wait
want
till
to save
tomorrow.
it. I think so. Yeah, Cortina's in the bat, and I don't want to interrupt her.
And I don't know where Thelmy Oil is, so I think he went out back to dig up like a skeleton somewhere.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies sometimes. He's nice, but just...
Yeah. Yeah, not myself.
Yeah, I do
Well,
appreciate you
yes.
coming to me with, your issues. And I'm glad that you're comfortable enough to at least speak with me about it.
Yeah. Well, it's getting late. I just fucking forgot her name. I gave whatever her name is my bed, but
Nixie.
always sleeping in an armchair. Nixie. I give Nixie my bed, but always sleeping in the chair. Get me if you've got any more weird dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, all these weird ass things, surely they're not coincidence. I do think we're gonna have a nice sit down tomorrow. Everyone's gonna lay everything out on the table. If we can, we're gonna get a nice, distinct plan in the order of operations. We need to organize. It has been a long time since we've been organized.
Certainly.
All right, but get some not sleep, because you don't do that.
Yeah, hopefully for once.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah. Pick me up if you need anything.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything?
Dorothy is playing with her rubber ducks in the bed.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Char, Theodmer, Gloom.
Oh, Thelmer's gone.
Char fell asleep on the couch. He didn't make it to his room.
Gloom.
I don't think she's doing anything.
Okay. Well, in that case, it seems like this is a good place to stop. So,
Yeah.
I don't think hitting the long rest button is going to do anything. So, but if you want to hit the long rest button, go ahead and do it. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop streaming button.